All right. Welcome back to the Coast to Coast podcast, episode
Come on.
6, month and a half in. Thank you for
Six.
sticking with us for so long. We appreciate you.
Come
We
on.
love you. We missed you. You left again. Come back. The water's
It's our fault.
fine.
It's actually our fault. I gotta
You're
be
right.
honest.
We went
It's
we
our
we
fault.
went missing for a week. That's on us.
Yeah, that's on us. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
all
And guess
right.
what? We're gonna do it again next week. But
Yes,
we'll
we
see you though
are.
at some point. At some
Yeah.
point we'll see you.
Yeah,
I
that's right.
promise.
And just like last week, we got another exciting episode in store today.
Exciting
Uh,
episode. Lots to go talk about and
yeah, absolutely.
assess. Things are changing.
Yeah,
Things are
lots of
happening.
big statements, lots of big upsets, lots of big time wins and dominations. So, I
Crazy.
mean, without further ado, let's just hop into it.
Yeah. Let's get into it, man.
Yeah.
One of the craziest, maybe craziest, but one of the big games of the day came early in the morning
Yes, it
in
did.
Germany.
That's right.
Colts, Falcons, early in the morning for us in
For
America
us.
and
Yeah.
Germany. In Germany, it was
It
normal
was
time.
good. It was a
Whatever.
good football time.
Yeah, it was good football. Good football time.
Yeah.
Colts, they beat the Falcons
Yeah.
31-25. Colts
Hmm.
now 8-2. They're a
Yeah.
powerhouse.
Yeah.
Falcons 3-6. And what is that catalyst that's running that powerhouse that is the Colts? It's Jonathan Taylor, man. It's Jonathan freaking Taylor. The
As
guy
yeah.
is just special. He's
I,
special.
I mean, as the German fans said, as they saw him do almost 300 all-purpose yards against the Falcons, a Willkommen, Jonathan Taylor.
Willkommen. He
Welcome
gets
to
in the end
Germany.
zone 3 times. That's what they said
That's
as well.
crazy. I mean, it was just like, to be fair, it wasn't a horrible game from the Falcons defense.
Well,
Jonathan
no, I
Taylor
mean,
is
yeah.
just a monster.
And they were, solid against the pass. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? They weren't letting Daniel Jones really beat them. They were getting to Daniel Jones.
big time.
I saw they blitzed on 40% of Daniel Jones dropbacks.
Yeah, dude.
Um, which is I think the second highest rate he's faced this season. But he got sacked 5 times on
Hmm.
only blitzes, 7 times total, five
Yeah.
times on only blitzes. He had been sacked on blitzes 3 times all season.
Damn.
So five this game, 3 times in all of the games leading up to this one.
Yeah,
Um, so they got to him.
that's crazy.
The pass rush was there, but that whenever they put the ball in the hands of that guy, Johnny Taylor,
And I mean,
it was gone.
it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't that they weren't getting hands on him. It's like that they weren't getting
Right.
guys on him. It's just the amount of broken tackles and the amount of plays just made from this special player. I mean, he had 244 rushing yards, 7.6 yards per carry. What the hell,
And
man?
of those 244 yards, 228 of them came after contact.
What the hell? Like, I mean,
After
like,
contact, 228. That's the highest number since 2016. Most yards after contact in a game by anybody since 2016.
he's just a monster. Like, I mean, and Daniel
Yeah.
Jones, like we said, sacked 7 times,
Yep.
but he handled the pressure better this week than he did against the Steelers. Um, and
Yeah.
if you watched the game, Daniel Jones, it wasn't like he was just holding the ball, like holding. Like they came at him quick, and you'd hope they would after spending two first round
True.
picks on two defensive ends and
This
Jalen
is
Walker and James
yeah.
Pierce Jr.
This is what they need to see for sure.
Yeah,
And then
absolutely.
you're seeing the loss a little bit of Grady Jarrett on the inside because that
Yeah,
would probably help your run defense a little bit.
yeah.
So you fix the pass rush problem. Now you've
Not
created another problem, and it's
right.
that you can give Johnny Taylor 32 carries,
Damn.
and he'll beat you. He's gonna beat you.
And I mean,
Um,
like, and this really makes the Steelers' performance even more impressive
it
last week,
really
holding
does. It
Jonathan
really
Taylor to
does.
45 yards.
And I mean, it is a little unfortunate that they suffered a bunch of injuries, so like they kind of had
Hmm.
to get away from it this week. The Steelers did like that. We talked a lot last week about the crazy defensive changes that
Right.
the Steelers made for that Colts game that like probably just totally caught them off guard.
Right.
And it seemed like they maybe tried to do the same thing again this week against the Chargers,
Hmm.
and then a couple of their corners got hurt, so they had to move Ramsey back there instead of
Yeah.
where he was playing at safety. So
Yeah. It's
that is
unfortunate.
unfortunate. It's unfortunate that we got to see 1 week of this really
I
insane
know.
Steelers defense,
Concept. Yeah.
and now it's gone. That
I
sucks.
know.
Sorry, Steelers. But
You know who else had a great game? And he
yeah,
seemingly, every time he's healthy, he seems to put up a great game these days. Drake London, dude. Like,
yeah.
his catch
He's a
radius is nuts.
alpha star wide receiver,
Yeah.
absolutely. Um, he 6 catches, 104 yards and a touchdown for him.
Mhm.
Obviously he was going up against the newly acquired Sauce Gardner. Um,
Yeah.
Against Sauce, he had 4 targets, 2 catches, 26 yards, but he did get that 2 point conversion in on him.
Right.
Um,
Which a lot of people
so
clown Sauce about, by the way.
yeah, yeah. He's had he had the one against Marv, right? Or no, that wasn't
That
Marv.
was that was
Was it
Deron
Marv?
Bland.
That was Deron Bland. That's right. What am I
Yeah.
thinking of? But he had something happen. Sauce did
Something
somewhere.
happened, yeah. I
I
mean,
can't remember it right now.
yeah.
But but either way, I'd say overall fairly good game from him, except for you know getting clowned.
Yeah, and I mean, he had a really good game. He had a big impact. I think that him being in there just improves the defense, even if he isn't directly making plays. I think it's
Oh
one of those
sure, sure,
situations that his presence just boosts confidence a little bit.
absolutely.
Because they were trying to get Drake London away from Sauce Gardner. Like they were lining him
Yeah,
up. They'd see where Sauce would line up and they'd line him up in different
for sure.
like spaces. So, I mean, the Colts defense overall, like their passing, their secondary did a great job this game. I mean, the second leading receiver for them was Kyle Pitts with 2 receptions for 38 yards. So
Yeah,
that's almost a 70-yard drop from your leading receiver. Um,
yeah. And I'm seeing Darnell Mooney had 8 targets and 1 catch on 8 targets.
yeah, and like
Not ideal.
2 of those, I'm gonna be honest, were just drops.
Yeah,
Like two
yeah.
of them were just like through the hands.
So that's not ideal for the Falcons passing situation. But did you see that it came out that Mooney, like we knew preseason he had like an injury. We knew he had a shoulder injury of some kind. Um, but we always kind of were like, it's like nothing serious. He'll be
Right.
back pretty quick. Like, don't worry about it. It was a fully broken collarbone, is what he
No,
had preseason.
yeah.
Yeah, that just came out recently. Yo, Falcons, we got to do better about the injury reporting. This is
Right.
not cool. Not
No,
cool.
yeah. I mean, like it reminds me of like the Cardinals are terrible about
Oh, sure.
talking about injuries and they constantly are like lying to the fans. And when they're talking about
Yeah.
BJ Ojulari, and he was like he tore his ACL in training camp
Yeah.
in 2024, and they were like he'll be back strong 2025. He has still not seen the field.
Yeah.
And they were just counting as
That's
a
unfortunate.
torn ACL. BJ Ojulari had to come out and say himself, "No, I tore like 3 ligaments in my knee."
Yeah, that's messed up. That's really
Yeah,
messed up. Yeah.
but it is
So,
very
team, stop
similar.
doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bijan had a decent game.
Yeah, look, it's good to see. Good to see.
Yeah,
17 carries for 84 yards. He Algier still getting 11 carries and he got both of the touchdowns
yeah.
on the ground. So that's, if you're a fantasy manager, probably not happy to see that.
Yeah,
But
and I mean, as soon as they get into the red zone or like within 10 yards or like Algier get in there, like truly.
which is interesting. It's
Yeah.
interesting, just interesting.
I mean, it's like Ken Walker and Charbonnet.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. It is. But Ken Walker, not Bijan. You know what I mean? It's even more
Yeah,
head scratching when
yeah.
they do it with Bijan.
I know.
Even more head scratching.
Yeah.
Um,
Game went into overtime. Hearing the stats, you wouldn't
he
expect it to, but it went into overtime.
it went into overtime. There was a little last push by the Falcons.
Hmm.
Came up short. Um,
And
Which
then,
honestly, good for the Colts morale. Because I feel like if they had lost two in a row,
right.
that probably, I don't know, for I mean, your quarterback's Daniel Jones. Um, we gotta make sure we're keeping the vibes up. We gotta make sure we're as supported as possible.
Absolutely.
So it's good. I think it's probably good for them that they got this win.
And another thing too is that it's also very good for morale because for a good chunk of this game, the Colts were playing catch up. Um,
That is true.
they were playing catch up with the Falcons, like I said, and if you looked at the stats, you wouldn't think so, but they
Yeah,
were.
basically the entire first half, or I mean the entire like third quarter, and it was just like, it was an exciting game. I mean, it was an
Yeah.
exciting game.
It was a good way to start
Yeah,
off week 10.
it was. It was kind of a pleasant surprise to see an international game turn out pretty good
I
because usually
know.
they're bad.
And
Usually
I'm
they're bad.
saying it's starting off week 10 because I'm not even gonna talk about the Broncos Raiders
Oh
game.
no,
No.
don't. I thought they
No.
canceled that Thursday night game. Didn't they cancel that?
I
I
think
didn't.
they
I don't
took
remember that.
I think they took the tape and burnt it so that way no one can go
Oh, for
back and
sure.
watch it again.
Somebody came into my house with like a flashlight looking thing and like hit me after I watched it. So I don't know what's going on.
Dressed in all black. Just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
They got me. They got me. So I actually don't even know what we're talking about right now. I've never heard of this before in my life.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, shout out Tyler Warren, 8 catches, 99 yards.
Yeah.
He's also an absolute beast.
After being told he wasn't as good as Colston Loveland because Colston Loveland had one good game.
We love overreactions.
Love it.
We really love it.
But if you do you have any final comments on this game? Because speaking of overreactions, I want to possibly get into something
Go
else.
ahead
Do
and
you
overreact. Go ahead and
Oh,
overreact.
maybe an overreaction, maybe an underreaction
Oh,
that we had was
but most certainly
expect,
a reaction.
but it was a reaction nonetheless. It was just not a great one. Seeing the Dolphins just absolutely kill the Bills.
I don't understand what's
And
going
I
on with
remember I said, dude, I said last podcast, last episode, I said this could be the trap game because there's one every week where we're like, there's no way that happens.
that.
And then it happens. That's
Because I
exactly what
probably you
happened.
said that, and I probably was like, nah. I was
Yeah,
probably like,
you were like, that's
nah,
not
it's
the
not.
one. The Bills are too
Nah, I don't
good.
think so. Yeah.
Eh.
So, well, the Dolphins won. This is another dominant running back performance, though.
Yeah.
Devon Achane, I mean, so explosive,
Yeah.
so fast. 22 carries, 174 yards, and two
Damn.
touchdowns, 6 catches for 51 in the air. That is his career high in scrimmage yards. Good for him.
Damn. Good for him.
Um, 225 of them things, and 195 of his scrimmage yards came after contact. So
That's
similar to that
crazy.
Jonathan Taylor game. Yeah, that includes receptions too. His scrimmage yards total 195 after contact. So
And and look, the difference between like physical build between Jonathan Taylor and Devon
great point.
Achane, like
Yep.
you would kind of expect Jonathan Taylor to break some of those tackles. Devon Achane was just painted as an elusive speed back coming out of
Yeah.
college, and the fact that he's breaking off after contact is it's damn
Now
impressive.
I guess the contact could be somebody like grazing a finger
Right.
across him as he just
Yeah.
blows by them, and like
Right.
Taylor's probably Taylor's just running through
Yeah.
somebody, but
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's still contact nevertheless.
Yeah. I mean, they put up 30 points with Tua having a mediocre game. Like two
Yeah.
touchdowns, two picks, 173 passing yards. And you look at Josh Allen, 306 passing yards, two touchdowns and a pick, and you're like, "Oh, Bills won this game." Not even
Right.
close.
No, I mean they were just coming back the whole game. They were down the entire game.
Yeah.
So it was like, "Hey Josh, can you do something for us, please?"
Yeah.
And just ended up not going in their favor.
And Connor, for our listeners,
Yeah.
why don't you let them know what the final score of this game was?
Well, the final score of this game was 30 to 13. It was 30 to 13.
Yeah.
Um, the 3-7 Dolphins winning 30 to 13. It I do want to shout out Jalen Waddle. I mean, Waddle like
Great game.
5 catches, 84 yards and a touchdown. He looks really good.
Yeah.
And I also think the fact that Tua has a very solid wide receiver in Waddle
Hmm.
and that super electric, just quick threat in Achan
Yeah.
helps him so much. Like if he
Yeah.
didn't have Achan, this would be truly frightening.
It
Just a
would.
frightening situation to
And he
watch,
got and he didn't get sacked.
which is another after the Bills pass rush was so good last game.
Right.
What happened?
No, yeah. And I mean, the Dolphins defense, I mean, they got to Josh Allen 3 times, and it's hard to get to Josh Allen. But like they held James Cook to 13 carries, 53 yards, and he's been an
Yeah,
absolute monster this year. And this is after
absolutely.
they traded Jalen Phillips, who was a huge part of that defensive line. Good performance.
Yep.
Great scheme.
Great performance.
Yeah.
Just to hammer home how crazy that score is, the Bills had the longest streak in NFL history of not losing to a divisional opponent by more than one score.
Dude,
They
what?
had the longest streak in the NFL. It was 40 games. They had not
What?
lost to a divisional opponent by more than 7 points in 40 games. And then cue to this.
I
Cue
just
to the
hope
three and
that
seven Dolphins.
I just hope that everyone listening realizes how crazy that actually is.
No, it's crazy. It's super crazy, man. And I
Like,
mean, the craziest part is where would this rank in like upsets so far this season? Because it's probably top three, but I don't think it's number one. There's been some
well,
craziness this season.
number one might go to the Cardinals Titans. Um, let's be real.
Maybe
Let's be
like when
real.
it happened, like now we can look back and be like, I mean, I guess, but like when it happened, it was crazy.
No, I mean,
You're
it's
right.
still
You're right
crazy.
though.
It's still crazy.
It is.
And that's fine. Um, but this
Yeah.
is definitely, you're
No,
right.
you're right. You're right.
This
It's
is
a good point.
definitely top three. I think
It's got to be top three.
uh last week there was a game, I think.
Well, I mean, like
Oh, was it
Jets
the
winning their first game, but like that was still against the terrible Bengals. Well, terrible
Yeah,
defense,
but the
by the way.
Browns beat someone that we were not expecting them to beat, right?
That's true. They did. Didn't they get one in? I mean, they just lost to the dang Jets this week, so them beating
I
anybody's.
know.
Oh, well, when they beat the Packers week three,
Oh yeah, it's true.
that may actually be up there for the whole season. That
It
was
might.
crazy as hell.
Yeah.
That was insane.
No, yeah,
Their
but
only
I
other wins against the Dolphins,
the two
ironically
most
enough.
the two most notable ones are going to be Cardinals, Titans, Bills, Dolphins, because those are the ones that'll like those will stick out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, yeah. When you're 1-8, it's like, hey, who was that one? Can we check on who that one was?
Can please? I mean, like, yeah, I
Somebody
mean,
tell me who
it
that one was. Yeah,
completely they just to be real, they dominated. I mean,
they did.
and
No, they
you don't
did.
expect
It
to see
looked like
that.
it. If this exact game had happened and the like stat lines and score were just completely reversed, like you wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised. You wouldn't be surprised at all
Yeah.
if this game just happened the way it did, except the Bills made all the good plays instead of the bad ones.
Right.
Um,
Yeah,
so
no, exactly. I mean, like, trying to see. I saw something. Ah, no. Never mind. It's for a different game.
ah
Um,
no.
but yeah, I mean, I don't think other than that, I don't think this damages the Bills season. Like I think that they're just kind of gonna brush this one off and be like, well, that's a mulligan. Like that is what it
Yeah,
is.
I guess it is a little scary that they've shown because they lost the Falcons and the Dolphins now. So it's like
Right.
when you
Playing to
get into the
competition.
playoffs, are you going to like is there just gonna be a random game where you just stink it up? It
Right.
seems like that is likely because
Do
I
you
don't know how
think
you're
they're
losing to.
do you think that they're another team who's just playing to their competition right now?
It's super possible. I mean, they beat the Panthers 40-9 just a couple weeks ago. So
Right.
like they have examples of firstly they have examples of beating good teams.
Right.
I mean they beat the Chiefs, of course. And then they've got examples of beating bad teams by a lot. They beat the Saints
Right.
31-19. It's pretty good. You beat the Dolphins the first time, 31-21. I mean, um,
Yeah.
They got some tests coming up though. Buccaneers next week, or Buccaneers this week. Texans next week. Steelers. They should go 3-0 there, but I think
You'd
that'll be a good
expect them
test too.
to, you know.
I agree. You'd expect them to. Buccaneers could be tough, but
They
they're
could be
really
tough.
hurt.
Is it in Buffalo or Tampa?
Good question. It is at Buffalo. Buffalo.
Yeah, I mean that's you'd expect them to win. Um,
I think so.
yeah,
I
I
think
mean
so.
I don't think this makes a huge difference on either direction these teams are going this year. But it's just a crazy
Yeah.
game. It's crazy that it happened.
And the Dolphins get the Commanders this week. So if they're able to win that and then they
Mm,
go into their bye, they could have some momentum going into the bye and they could end the season, fairly strong, I
slightly
suppose.
positive. Yeah.
They're not, yeah, of course they're not doing anything,
Right.
but positive momentum. There's never anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
But last shout on I just want to shout have a
Go.
stat for
Yeah,
Jalen
please.
Waddle. He had 80% of their air yards in this game. 80% of the air yards.
Damn.
So basically that's just any pass that is thrown.
Yeah.
The yards that pass goes and who it's targeted to are added up and those are air yards and he had 80% of them. So
Wow.
he's only the third receiver this season with over half of their team's air yards in a single game.
I mean,
And the
and
other
it
two
sh
are JSN and Amon Ra. So,
uh, damn. And that's elite
you
competition.
know,
That's elite. That's elite. Like a place to be.
for sure.
And he's really showing that because with Tyreek Hill in there, people were like, Waddle's a wide receiver too. He's a compliment guy. He's showing that he can be a number one wide receiver.
No, and I mean, dude, he was like the fourth pick in the draft, wasn't he? Like,
Yeah.
this is what we need. This is what we need from
Yeah.
you. This is what we need from you. Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's looking good. I'm happy. I'm happy that he's showing it, especially with Tua,
Right.
not looking like super great, and it's still working out for him.
Right. Now you know who it is working out for.
Who's that?
You know his name. We talk about him every week. He's not getting worse. He's only getting better. Drake May. New England and Tampa Bay.
You could
I
also
mean,
have been talking about Travion Henderson.
you damn
Turn it
right.
up. Turn it up for my guy.
Dude, did you see
Turn it
that
up.
play where Travion Henderson had like a 54-yard run and he looked to the sideline to see if he can score? Like he was like, "Can
One
I
of the sickest
score?"
plays of the season. One of the sickest plays of the season, dude. When
Dude.
his face, you could clearly see he's pointing to the end zone.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in. Let's
Right.
go. I
Yeah.
love it. I do love that he checked with the sideline though, because I don't know if you saw, but the broadcast, I haven't seen anybody talking about this. The broadcast showed Drake May and he was screaming, go down, go down.
I did
I don't
not
know if you
see
saw
that.
that. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody talk about that, but 100% of the broadcast showed it. And he was like aggressively like,
That's
go
actually kind of
down.
hilarious, dude.
But I mean, I guess Travion just didn't see that. And he's like,
Travion was,
coach, what do I do?
dude, he was like, I'm not getting enough. I'm not getting enough like freedom in this offense to go down right
Nope.
now.
I know, I know. He's like, my one wasn't enough. I need
Right.
two.
It was a
But
close
yeah,
game.
ended up being a close game as we expected. This is two good teams here.
Yeah.
Patriots beat the Buccaneers. Patriots now 8-2. Buccaneers 6-3. Patriots win 28-23.
Hmm.
Um, it was a great game for Drake May. Drake 16 of 31, 270 yards, two touchdowns, one pick. Um, he doesn't continue his streak though. He had less than 100 passer ratings, so his streak of the passing yards and passer rating combo does come to an end.
Moment of
That's
silence.
sad. It's sad.
Mm.
It's sad, but still a good game, and he still got the W. So I don't think he cares very much, you know.
And I'm gonna be real. The better quarterback in this game was Baker Mayfield. Like, it's
Which
it's so impressive what he's doing with that amount of injuries. I mean, their leading rusher was Sean Tucker.
I know, dude. I know. I mean, I kind of that kind of says more a little bit about Rashad White to me. He's not looking as good as he
Mm,
did a little earlier in the season.
that's a good point. I mean, they had Sterling Shepard rushing for yards.
I know. I know.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
you're just
come on.
giving everybody a carry. Give everybody a dang carry.
Now,
Um,
great game for the rookie, Emeka Egbuka,
of
who
course, as it has been.
Terry Bradshaw cannot pronounce that man's name to save his life. I was watching them run the dude Terry Bradshaw. They
No.
just don't give him the highlight stuff. He was announcing the name. He was like, "Big play for Imaka Egbuka."
Oh man.
Everyone just kind of looked at him and were like,
No, it's bad.
we
It can
gotta
get
stop
bad, dude. I've heard some people say it really
real
bad. It can
bad."
get bad. Mika Egbegbu. I think
I
somebody
was
said
like,
that. I don't know who said
like,
that, but like, what the
dude.
hell is going on? He's
Yeah,
good enough that people are gonna learn it. People are gonna figure it
yeah,
out because he's damn good. 13
yeah.
targets, 6 catches, 115 yards, and a touchdown. But then he kind of, it was a little bit, well, I guess he had a touchdown, but it reminded me a little bit of JSN and Torrey Horton here with Tez Johnson getting 4 catches, 42 yards, and two
Two
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
Baker's just finding this guy in the end zone.
Yeah.
Crazy stat here. First game in the Super Bowl era with 6 or more touchdowns scored by rookies. 6 touchdowns in this game scored by rookies.
Damn,
First game in the
that's
Super Bowl
crazy.
era. Last time was 1965. I mean, because Ibuka had a touchdown, Tez
Hmm.
Johnson had 2 touchdowns,
Right.
Henderson had 2 touchdowns, and then Kyle Williams had the other one to
Hey,
get to
your
six.
guy, dude. You were just talking
Kyle
about Kyle Williams
Williams.
the other day. Yeah,
Look,
good for him.
he looked like a very solid player coming in. He had a lot of hype preseason, has done
Yeah,
absolutely jack shit.
yeah.
But the report coming into this game was both Travion Henderson and Kyle Williams are going to get a little more work. And I mean, Kyle Williams only had 2 targets, but fucking one of them was a catch for 72 yards and a touchdown. So let's go, Kyle.
Damn,
Come
dude.
on.
And I mean, Travion Henderson, to go back to that, I mean, 14 carries, 147 yards, 10.5 yards per carry.
He
It's just
finally
night
broke
and
it.
day.
Finally broke it, man.
Yeah.
It was taking them, it took them a long time, but they finally said, hey, here's an outside fucking run. Do your thing.
Right.
Well, except for that one. His first one was actually up the middle, and there was just a hole the size of Antarctica
Right.
that he was able to just burst through, which is awesome. Give him that more too. Blocking,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? But that second one, they just pitched it to him on the outside, and he was gone.
Yeah, and both offensive lines performed pretty well in this game. I mean, the quarterbacks didn't go down much. Three combined sacks between the two of them. Um,
Yeah.
so, I think Baker faced a little more pressure, but he didn't go down. Um, he went down twice. Drake May went down once.
No, yeah,
Um,
but he can move. You just see him move
yeah,
around in the pocket. He's
yeah,
really good at that. Very
yeah.
slippery.
And also, we're going to put a graphic up real quick uh,
Mm,
of the top five quarterbacks and passing yards in this game. One of the quarterbacks, we've already talked about his game, which it's nuts that his name is up there this year. Um, and that, but here it is. Here it is, the top five. Daniel Jones leading at 2,659. Justin
good
Herbert
for him.
not far behind. And then there he is, Drake May.
Come on.
2,555, which is super impressive given how much that he's running too.
I know. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
thing, man. He's just he. I think after this game, he was the favorite for MVP for a little bit, like the betting favorite.
Yeah.
He
He did. He went
I don't know if
up.
he still is. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he still is. I didn't see any movement after if there was any movement after the later games, but he was the favorite for MVP for a little bit.
Yeah.
So people are noticing he's an awesome player, and
And
Patriots fans don't deserve it, but it's okay.
no, they don't, dude. They've had such good quarterback luck. I'm so sick of it. Now,
Well,
one
I mean,
name,
they just had the greatest quarterback of all time for like 20 fucking years, dude.
and then
What the fuck?
They had Mac Jones go to a Pro Bowl until
Okay,
they got,
well, you know what?
dude,
You know
dude.
what?
At one
Well, he's running
period,
that 49ers offense pretty darn well.
that's what I'm saying. And like he, at one point in time, the Patriots quarterback room was Tom Brady, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Jacoby Brissett. What the hell?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of silly. It's kind of silly. And
Yeah,
now, just a couple years after losing Tom Brady, in comes Drake May, and immediately another one of the best quarterbacks in the league is on their team.
dude.
So
Now,
good
I
for
will
them.
say one name on that top five list that really surprises me from the beginning of the year is Matt Stafford at
Yes.
four.
Okay.
I guess that
And
back problem just isn't a problem.
well, no. Oh no, yeah. Whatever like weird Airbus thing they put him in to
Yeah.
fix his back. That thing worked because he's fine,
Yeah, they
I
put him in
guess.
one of those like they put him in one of those like like jailed sealed like
Yeah.
chambers that just completely revitalizes your body. He's like 26 in the muscles now.
Dude, it's actually not cool and it's unfair. The
Yeah.
Rams are cheating. Somebody investigate them.
Dude, can't stand it. Can't
Somebody
stand it.
investigate them. Igbuka, great matchup here with Christian Gonzalez. We love Gonzalez.
Yeah,
He's one of the best corners in the league. They were
absolutely.
matched up on 32 of Igbuka's routes, so a lot. 9 targets, 3 catches for 56 yards. So not a ton of success for Igbuka against
No,
Gonzalez, but
he found it elsewhere.
he did on the few routes that he wasn't
Oh
paired up
yeah.
with Gonzalez. Yeah. Also Henderson over 22 miles an hour on his first touchdown.
Damn. Well,
Pretty
that's something we
impressive.
talked
He
about
actually,
too.
yeah, oh for
Yeah.
sure. And he actually hadn't even hit 20 miles an hour yet this season. He hadn't hit 20. And
Damn.
then today he hit 22 on his first one. And his second one, of course, was also over 20
Right.
because he was burning.
I mean,
But
but that, like I said, like going back really, really quick to hit on it. I mean, that's exactly
yeah,
what we talked about when we were talking about Ohio State with Judkins and Henderson. Judkins was thunder,
yeah.
Henderson was lightning because he was so quick.
This is exactly what we were waiting on. This is
Yeah.
exactly what we were waiting on.
Right.
And super happy to have seen it. Really hope that it continues, or at least
Right.
his usage continues.
And
Um, because
it came at a perfect time for this Patriots offense
true.
against this Buccaneers team. Um, so couldn't have come at a better time. Yeah.
Absolutely it couldn't. Um,
You know who else
yeah,
couldn't come at a more perfect time? Lamar
not
Jackson.
9.
Not nine. I know you were what's it called? You were hate
I was upset about
watching
that
on
yesterday.
nine. Yeah.
Listen, dude, I tried to make it very clear. I'm not
Yeah.
hating on him as a player, all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Last game, I even said it a bunch. He played pretty good.
Hmm.
Um, this game was not as good, unfortunately, and that's what you get when you give yourself a nickname. You can't do
Yeah.
that.
You
You can't do
can't,
it. You can't say you have an alter ego.
especially
Can't
one
give
that's
yourself a
kind of
nickname.
lame, man. Like
Dude, it's lame.
like
Yeah, you can't do it. I'm sorry, you can't do it.
and not when you're playing Lamar Jackson. Like
Definitely not. Definitely not. Um, the Ravens beat the Vikings. Ravens go to 4-5.
yeah.
Vikings also go to 4-5.
Yeah.
Ravens 27, Vikings 19.
Hmm.
Lamar had like pretty good day. He did what he had to do.
Right.
17 for 29, passing 176 yards, touchdown. Did what he had
38,
to do.
36 rushing yards.
Yep, 36 rushing yards.
Mhm.
McCarthy 42 pass attempts, so they were letting him sling it. 20
Yeah.
completions, 248 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks.
Yeah.
He also, though, we can say, wasn't getting much help on the ground. He led his team in rushing yards with
Yikes.
48.
And I'm gonna be real with you. He's not getting much help from Jay Jettas either. Like
Well, goodness gracious, brother. Had 12 targets and 4 catches. Something's going on. That's
something's
Justin
happening.
Jefferson.
I
That's
feel
Justin freaking Jefferson.
it with this kind of production and his like body language, it feels like a trade request is in the near future.
You think so?
I
You
mean,
think so?
this is like he's playing he's not catching balls that he usually does. He's not beating people the way that he usually does. Maybe there's a secret injury that we don't know about,
Hmm.
but like
Maybe.
he just doesn't look bought in
I
to this
mean
Vikings team.
that could be true. I just look at this box score and see Naylor with half Jefferson's targets and like quadruple his yards.
Yeah,
Um I think McCarthy needs to throw him a better ball. It's not Justin Jefferson's
sure,
fault.
yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
his fault. Jordan Addison, I mean, same thing. 11
yeah.
targets, only 35 yards. 3 catches.
Yeah.
So,
And it's tough. I mean, like, it's tough whenever you have a combination of
right.
not great located passes, but then also when they do get to you, you're kind of in the middle between being warm and being cold, and that's where drops can come in. And so,
That's a good
like,
point. Yeah.
I mean, like, it just seems like a lot of frustration, truly.
That is absolutely the case.
Yeah,
And I mean, it's really an unfortunate situation just because they truly do have no other option now at quarterback.
yeah,
Not that not that they want to like get away from McCarthy, but
sure.
if Justin Jefferson isn't happy,
You got to do something. You can't lose
I
Jay.
mean,
You can't use Justin
that's what I'm
Jefferson.
saying. And I mean, I guess that is an interesting dilemma because obviously you wouldn't choose a bad quarterback over Justin
Right.
Jefferson. Obviously, that's I don't have to say that. That's obvious.
Yeah.
But would you choose like average to slightly above average quarterback over potentially the best wide receiver in the league? Where
Oh.
does the positional value come in?
Well, this is what I'm thinking, truly. I'm
Yeah.
thinking that JJ McCarthy, for the next year at least, if they bring someone in, it won't be to replace him, it'll be for competition. And I think that
Yeah, right.
someone, if this keeps going and the people get frustrated, look out for a Kyler Murray trade just to compete with
Interesting.
JJ McCarthy, because I think
Interesting.
Kyler Murray would excel in Kevin O'Connell's offense.
I think you're probably right. You're probably
So,
right. Yeah.
and I mean, he's another quarterback whisperer that
Mm.
he turned Sam Darnold around. I mean,
Well,
like,
that is what Kyler probably needs.
right.
Yeah, that I agree. That would be a perfect spot for Kyler. And
Yeah. I mean, just look out for something like
mm,
that because the Cards are
mm,
definitely moving away from him. That could be a potential landing spot.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that thought. I mean, it does suck that they use that pick on McCarthy, and
Right.
I mean he's still young. He's still young. He's still
Yeah.
super young. He still hasn't played that many games. Um, so we'll see how he looks this back half of the season because,
Sure.
like we said, there's no other option. It's McCarthy the rest of the season.
Right. Because Wentz is
Um,
out.
what exactly? That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. What's the other backup? Brosmer? Is it Brosmer? Um,
It's so bad. I
I
don't
can't
even
remember.
know. I couldn't even tell you.
It
Uh,
might be Brosmer. But either way, yeah, it's McCarthy all the way. And yeah, I want to talk a little bit about Derrick Henry.
sure.
Derrick Henry, 20 rushes, 75 yards. So
Hmm.
nothing like crazy special.
Yeah.
Um, why, why is it that Derrick Henry isn't good in short yardage situations? Because I don't know if you've noticed this, he's really bad in short yardage situations. Like if they're on the goal line, you don't want to give it to Derrick Henry right now. You
Hmm.
just don't. I don't. I, I mean,
I think
I
he,
heard a stat. I
yeah.
heard a stat. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
No,
you.
go
I
for
heard
it.
a stat, and I want to. I hope I'm getting this exactly correctly. But I heard a stat that Henry has had around 20 carries from the 1 yard line on the Ravens. Around 20 carries from the 1 yard line on the Ravens.
Yeah.
He has 1 yard over those 20 carries.
Damn.
He's averaging .05 yards a carry from the 1 yard line. Or I could be getting a couple of the numbers mixed up there, but it's something like exactly. It's a ridiculous number that is
That's
not right.
And it doesn't make sense because Derrick Henry for so long has been
It's Derrick
that big
Henry.
power, you send him in to get a touchdown. And you know what?
Right.
You know what it
Right.
might be? Truly,
What might it be?
it might just be that he's wearing down. Like he's been such high usage his entire career. The Titans ran him into the ground. The Ravens, the first couple years he was there, ran him a ton. Like
Yep.
when Lamar wasn't playing, they really tried to rely on him. I think he's just wearing down. He's had more fumbles this year than usual. He's not
Big time. He had
converting
that big fumbling
on
issue.
those goal and goal and one. Like that's not like Derrick
Right.
Henry.
No, it's really not.
Yeah. And
It's
Lamar, I
really
really,
not. And I'm just yeah. That this could be some of the first evidence that he is a human being that is
right.
getting a little older.
Yeah, and his
Um,
body's just wearing down from those years of getting ground and pounded. I mean, like,
yeah.
and I did want to point out that Lamar Jackson, um, is such a crazy athlete. Like he had a
Oh
play
yeah.
this game where he like hurdled a guy. He hurdled two players, by the way. He hurdled a defensive player as well as Derrick Henry. And the defensive player, usually when someone hurdles someone, they're like
Sure.
halfway down, right? This
Yeah.
guy was three-fourths of the way up. And it's like, dude, what
Uh,
coming off full speed, just jumping up. What the hell is that, dude?
that's a special freak
That's
of nature right
nuts.
there. It's just like, man, whenever it is we talk about the MVP, you know what I mean? We talk about most
Yeah.
valuable player.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we saw these Ravens when they did not have Lamar. We saw what
Yeah.
they looked like.
Yeah.
And we see what they look like when they have Lamar.
Yeah.
It's a lot different. Like a lot.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like it's exactly right. And honestly, last year, I'm a big Josh Allen fan. Lamar should have won. I mean, like his stats. Didn't he almost have like 1,000 rushing yards and like 4,000 passing yards?
It truly is yeah, it's one of those where yeah, when you compare the statistics, there's a narrative aspect. There's absolutely a big narrative aspect.
Hmm. Yeah, and
And that's why Josh Allen won. We all know that. We're all aware
right.
of that.
Voters
We can all say
fatigue.
that. Oh, yep,
Yeah.
absolutely. A little bit of voter fatigue,
Now,
absolutely.
let me ask you something really quick. Do you think, and we won't spend too much time on this. We don't want to go crazy with the time here because there's a lot to cover this week. But if you switched Josh Allen to the Ravens and Lamar Jackson to the
Mm.
Bills, who do you think would be more successful?
I mean, I do think probably Josh Allen on the
The
Ravens.
Ravens?
Yeah, I mean, I still think the Ravens have, you know, a pretty solid support system.
Hmm.
It's just like Lamar is so dang good.
Yeah.
And but like Josh is also so dang good. So I think the Ravens would look fairly similar. I do think that.
I think both teams might
But
look fairly similar.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, thinking about Lamar on the Bills is actually kind of crazy. It's actually a
Like,
little crazy.
but you know what's weird is that Lamar, Lamar is playing, the defense seems to play better.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. Rising tide lifts all boats, man.
Yeah.
Lifts all boats. Everybody is playing better. Everybody feels better. You just feel like you have a way better shot to
Yeah.
win. So everybody's gonna try.
Right.
Yeah,
So, yeah, good for the Ravens. They're climbing back up. Um, I mean, why not count why would you count them out to make the playoffs this year?
it's hard. No, I mean, it seems like at this point they're gonna make the playoffs. Like
Right.
they're gonna do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they had one win for a really long time. Doesn't matter. Lamar came
Lamar's
back. They're gonna
back.
make the
Yeah.
playoffs. Yep.
And that's
It's awesome.
such a crazy thing.
I mean,
That
they were favored to win their division when they had like two wins. I don't like
Yeah, and they were
Vegas
ranked as like
immediately was just like, okay, you got
yeah,
it.
and they were like ranked in like as like number 4 in the power rankings
Oh
just
yeah,
because
people, yeah.
Lamar came back.
It's just like, all right, they're the Ravens again. Don't look at the
Right.
record. Don't pay attention to that. It's the Ravens.
I mean, shoot, dude. And speaking, do you have any final thoughts on this game?
I love watching the Ravens, man. I'm excited. They got really good defense next week. Obviously,
Yeah,
we'll talk about that in predictions. They play the
right.
Browns, so
Yeah.
will be cool. Will be cool to see. Obviously, I mean they're gonna win by a million, but
Yeah. I mean, like it's Lamar. I mean, he's not gonna right. One thing on a final note with this game, I will say is that both Lamar and JJ were only sacked once,
Hmm,
respectively. Um,
that's
so that's
good.
something,
Good protection. Good
right?
getting it
Doesn't
out. Good
doesn't
process.
always lead to good like product. Doesn't always even lead to good results, like with JJ.
No,
But you
right.
hope that he gets there. You know who is there?
Who's there? Knock knock.
Damn it.
Who's there?
Seahawks.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Woohoo.
I mean, I knew the
Yeah.
Seahawks were gonna win, but what? Oh,
It got ugly pretty quick. It got ugly pretty quick, man. It got ugly pretty quick. Seahawks win 44 to 22.
yeah,
Um 44 to 22. It just I feel like this score could have easily been like 44 to 35. Like it could have easily gotten pretty darn close.
yeah.
If not
Cardinals
for
just couldn't
just
finish.
they could it was just some heroics from the Seahawks defense
Yeah,
in the red zone. I just have no like truly that was absolute masterclass. Just beautiful. Seahawks now 7-2, Cardinals 3-6.
yeah,
It got out of hand quick. Like I
yeah,
said, it got out of hand pretty quick. The Seahawks ran the ball on 78% of their plays.
yeah.
They just they passed the beginning of the game a few times, and then they said Darnold have the day off.
Yeah, Darnold
I'm
had
pretty sure
13
he threw
dropbacks.
13. He threw like two times the entire second half.
Yeah,
Um,
because they were up
well,
35 to 7 and a half.
well, yeah,
You don't
they
need it.
they were. No, you don't. No, you're absolutely right. They don't need it. Um, yeah. I mean, Jackson Smith and Jigba got his work done early. 5 catches, 93 yards, beautiful touchdown. And then he was done for the day. Just
Yeah, that's all
didn't
he
need to worry
needed.
about him anymore.
Doesn't
Yep.
matter. And there's a
Did his
couple
job, got his
graphics.
stats.
There's a couple
Sure.
graphics for this game. Uh,
Sure.
Even with Jackson Smith and Jigba basically having a day off. We're going to put a
Pretty
graphic
much.
up right now. It's the top five receivers in receiving yards this year. Jackson
Yep.
Smith and Jigba um is almost up 200 on Jamar Chase, and he basically had
Pretty
an off
crazy,
day
man.
against the Cardinals.
He had an off day against Cardinals. He's already had his bye week. Like, I
I mean,
mean, he's just yeah, he's being used in a way that we don't usually see outside of like Rams players. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like we don't usually see this unless it's Cooper Kupp or Puka Nacua getting
right.
fed by Matthew Stafford. Turns out this is a winning strategy, and Clint Kubiak, you've saved me. You've elevated me. I've seen the light
Damn.
because this shit is awesome.
Um,
Um,
there was history made on
the,
both sides. I
oh
don't know
yeah,
if you
was
know
there?
this. By both defenses, there was history made.
Okay, let me
Uh,
hear it.
the Seahawks, there's two parts of history. The Seahawks
Mm,
by halftime had pressured Jacoby Brissett 10 times and sacked him 5 times. Two of those returned for a touchdown by Lawrence.
yes, yes, yes.
And by the end of the game, they had pressured Jacoby Brissett 23 times. The
Damn.
Cardinals, on the other hand, made history by
Yeah.
only pressuring Sam Darnold once. They
I
pressured
know.
him
He only dropped
one
back 13
time.
times. He only dropped back 13
It
times. Those would have
doesn't
been a lot of
matter, dude. Jacoby
chances.
Brissett had 10 pressures on he had like 5 pressures on his first 7 dropbacks.
Yeah,
Like
that is. I mean,
one
that is
pressure. And I will say,
yeah.
this isn't an excuse, right? There were some missed calls on the Cardinals. However, those missed calls don't change this game whatsoever.
Right, right.
They
No,
might
but I
that
mean,
might
yeah.
that might get them to like 30 points, but like the entire second
It
half
was a crazy physical game. It was a crazy physical game for sure.
and the entire second
Insanely physical.
entire second half, You want to know why the Cardinals scored 22 points and could have scored 30? You want to know?
Well,
It's
it's
because
because
the
the Seahawks
Seahawks
kept
put in
turning
their
it over
second
fucking all the time.
Seahawks put in their second string defense at halftime in the second half.
Well, a little bit, a little bit. They had a lot of they still had a lot of dudes out there for a good long while, but
I mean, they had
no, I mean, dude.
Witherspoon, but Witherspoon,
Well, they
God,
had Witherspoon. They had
he had
E-Man
Marvin.
Wari out there. Woolen was making plays late into the game. Like they because here's the thing, dude. The Seahawks offense was turning the ball over at every opportunity in the
Yeah,
second
three
half.
turnovers.
Every time they got it, Darnold fumbled or it was a pick or something terrible happened.
Yeah,
But then like the defense was just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just
dude,
I don't have the exact number of like red zone stops they had, but it was at least like
it was
3 or
impressive.
4, dude.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Hmm.
And so yeah, I mean the defense needed to be like on their shit this game
Right.
because of how, there was a point where that play, I mean, dude, yeah, I know what you're talking about with the starters thing because Nehemiah Pritchett made an insane ass play in the end zone. And
Yeah.
it's like, yo, what's Pritchett doing in the damn game right
Yeah.
now? But it's because he's a good player, all right? He's a really
Yeah.
good player. And
Cool.
he's
The thing is that
I liked him a lot coming out of the draft. I gotta admit, Pritchett was a guy I liked a lot coming out of the draft.
right.
He was an older prospect. He was coming out. He had a teammate come out also at corner, from the
Hmm.
same team, named DJ James. They both got drafted to the Seahawks. Interestingly enough, both Pritchett and
Hmm.
James got drafted to the Seahawks. James is basically out of the league. All right, James.
Yeah.
The consensus rankings was that DJ James was basically a top 100 prospect
Hmm.
in the draft, and that Pritchett was like late round guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it turned out that Pritchett was actually the better player, which is what I had the ranking of. I just want to shout that out. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, and
Um,
sometimes that happens. I mean, like, there's so many examples. We could Tom Brady being the biggest one, right? But like,
oh, of course. No, of
but
course. I just want to
I
shout out my guy Pritchett though. But like sorry, I got totally sidetracked talking about Pritchett. My
no,
point
but
was,
it was fair because he was in the damn game.
but if that receiver had caught that was Marvin Harrison Jr., if he had caught that ball, that was a one score game, I think, or maybe a two score game.
It was Zay
What,
Jones
what, Jose
because that's
Jones.
the play that he
If
tore
that
his Achilles talking about pass interference. Remember that?
no, I'm
Was
talking
that
about
not
a different
it?
play. I'm talking about a different play. No, I'm talking about the because there was that one where Jones was coming across the back of the end zone. I
Right.
think that was Witherspoon covering him. Was it
Hmm.
not? Either way, yeah, there was some physical stuff there. Really sucks for Zay Jones because he just turns to the ref and just
Just
it
tears it.
I
What the hell?
hate that. I hate
Yeah.
because he immediately looks down like, yo, who kicked me? Which is just the instant,
Yeah.
yep, his Achilles just snapped.
Yeah.
So that really sucks. But
Yeah.
no, there was a play where he like I think it was Marvin Harrison. He was making like a diving catch. The ball was fully in his hand
Yes, it was
and
Marv.
Pritchett just
It was
right
Marv
through.
because it was about to
And if he
be
had,
an
yeah,
insane catch.
it would have been an insane catch. And he had it locked in, and just that fist just came
Yeah.
right through.
It's a great play.
Um, and I genuinely think if he had caught that, it would have gone to a two-score game. So it would have at least been, you know, hey, we gotta lock in
Right.
here.
But and that's another thing talking about Marv. I mean, he was in hell with Witherspoon, man. Like
Yeah.
he was in it was a yeah, it was Witherspoon that was on him the whole time, right?
Well, I think it was, yeah, he did match up a bunch against Witherspoon, and I think he had some reps where he did beat Witherspoon, but I
There
would like to see how
wasn't
much
many.
Woolen was on him.
I mean, like he had like I'm trying to remember whether it was Woolen or Witherspoon, but he was just in hell, man. Like, I mean, he had 17 targets and three receptions. You want to know where I think, yeah, honestly, I'll be real. Other than those fumbles, which I'm gonna be real with you, not Jacoby's fault. I mean, he had
Mm.
no time.
Oh no, dude.
No
Oh no,
time. They
he
called him a
just
sitting duck. Like,
Oh yeah, dude. I know. Yeah, Byron Murphy. Ah,
yeah.
that's
And
mean.
that's
That's
fair. I mean,
mean.
it's fair because the
It
Cardinals'
is. It
offensive line
is.
is terrible.
Yeah.
Other than Paris Johnson, it's terrible. But like,
I mean, but that, yeah, those blitz calls were just like you're not
they're
stopping
brilliant.
it. Like, what are you gonna
Yeah.
do about that?
They're
Yeah.
brilliant. And I mean, like I said, the only person who didn't get beat was Paris Johnson. Like that's
Sure.
it.
Sure.
But like everyone else, like a turnstile, man. And I mean, like, other than that, other than the two fumbles, which really,
Uh,
like I said, were not Jacoby's fault,
no,
Jacoby had a
not
pretty
Jacoby's fault.
good game.
I agree, dude. He was slinging it. I saw a lot of people like, oh, they go down 35-0. Like, maybe you shouldn't have
Benched
made this
Kyler and
decision off the
stuff.
Cowboys
Kyler wouldn't have
defense.
done
And
any
it's
better,
like,
man.
no, I don't think so. I genuinely was going to ask you that. I was going to ask you whether you thought this game would look any different if Kyler was the quarterback.
The only difference that it would make is that there wouldn't be as many deep shots. There wouldn't be slinging the ball. There'd be a
Mm,
lot more checkdowns. And sure,
okay.
maybe those two fumbles don't happen because Kyler can probably outrun the
Yeah,
linebackers.
he probably can roll
He can
out a little
probably
bit.
roll
Yeah.
out, but if he rolls out, he's not going to find anyone open. So he's just going to make a
Sure.
pass and it's going to be picked off. Like that's what's going to happen.
Sure.
Because that's what he does against the Seahawks because they're so good at reading that. However,
Yeah.
one person
Mm,
that the Seahawks, and let's be real, the NFL has no answer for is Trey McBride.
mm. Dude, Trey McBride's awesome. And we
Yeah.
called this because we knew Ernest Jones was out this game. And
Yeah.
the Seahawks linebackers, pretty buns.
Yeah.
Yeah. And McBride, 13 targets, 9 catches, 127 yards, touchdown.
Yeah.
He's awesome. He's a great player to
He's
me. He's
he's
probably, is
just
he the best tight end? Is he the best tight end in the league?
I would say he's the best. Like I'm gonna be like
Probably.
I think that he's the best tight end in the league. Like I mean like there's so many good ones, you know.
Mhm.
Well, I'm gonna be real, there aren't like a ton of great ones.
It's like the conversation is like Bowers, Kittle at this phase of his career, maybe not, but
Right.
Kittle and like maybe Warren now. I don't know, but like
Yeah.
probably not.
Yeah,
Not
and
yet.
maybe
Not
Kelsey.
yet.
Like
Yeah, he's too old.
but
Too old.
he's yeah, he's not like great anymore.
No. Ask me. Yeah,
He's still
2 years
good,
ago. Of course, it's
but
Kelsey. But no,
yeah.
I'm not put. I'm at this point in his career. I'm not putting him. He's not. He's nowhere near as good as Trey McBride right now.
No,
So
and the
we
thing
can say
about
that with 100% confidence.
no, and like the other person, the closest person I would compare him to is Brock Bowers. Like that's the one
100%.
too. But I
I
think
think
that
that'll be a solid rivalry for years to come that I'm excited to watch.
right, because they're
Absolutely.
both super young. But like
Both super young.
Trey McBride, sorry, the reason I give
No, you're
Trey
good.
McBride the upper hand is because I remember texting you during this game and being
Hmm.
like, Trey McBride is gassed. Like he is
You did,
gassed out
yeah.
there. He was bending
Yeah.
over in the huddle, like he was breathing hard, and he
Well, you know
still,
why that is, though, right? Well,
yeah,
it's because the Seahawks offense turned the ball over fast as hell, and he was like, "Oh my God, I gotta go back out there. Fuck."
well, no, he was like, he was
He's
just,
like, "Fuck, I was resting on the bench, and now they turned it over, and I gotta go back out there." That's what he said. That's what he was saying.
well,
I heard it. I heard it on the broadcast.
right. No, yeah, and like, I appreciate that. You're being a good friend, and a good co-host. I
No, that's
appreciate that.
true. I genuine. That is 100% true. Like, yeah, they were using him a shitload, so of course he's gonna be tired too. But dude, they had no time to rest. The offense had no time to rest,
Yeah.
especially in that second half.
Yeah. And like it was crazy that the Cardinals caused three turnovers. Um,
Yeah.
and I mean, also to be fair, the Cardinals didn't have Max Melton, Will Johnson out there. They didn't have, I mean, Starling Thomas
True.
has been out for the whole year. Rabbit Taylor Demerson got hurt in this game.
Yep.
Um,
Sad.
so, you know, but I mean, the Seahawks are just so their defense is so damn good that
Yeah.
and their offense is so complimentary of that. Like sure, you had those turnovers, but at that point you were so far up and that defense was stopping the Cardinals offense so much that it didn't matter. And
No. Yeah.
and to be fair, the Cardinals were good within the
Mhm.
20s. They had a pretty
Yes.
good game plan within
Absolutely.
those 20s. When it got to the red zone, it was done. Like the
It was
Seahawks
just.
just had a
Yeah. I
number
mean,
for
like
them.
you're right. I mean, really, the only I'd say like at least pretty much the only drives where it like this is oh it's not looking super good was
Mhm.
just the ones where it was a sack fumble. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like those were the only ones that didn't really work out. Like they didn't get a lot of ball movement, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Sure.
Um, but I mean, yeah, like one of those turnovers was after the center Sundell got hurt, which was
Yeah.
scary, super
Right.
scary. The backup Oluwatimi, um,
He did a pretty decent
he'd
job.
been he'd been unproven, and there had been times where he'd looked pretty bad, to be totally honest. But he came
Yeah.
in and he did do a pretty decent job.
And he did
Now,
it. He
again, they
did.
didn't have to pass the ball, so we didn't really get to see his pass protection.
Right.
But he looked better than Sundell in run blocking. Like he was paving out there in the run blocking towards the end of the game.
And what I will
Um,
say about that, one of the reasons why it is so impressive is because in the middle of our defensive tackles, I mean, the
mm,
Cardinals have Walter Nolan, Calais Campbell, Dalvin Tomlinson, Dante Stills. I mean, they're pretty Darius Robinson. They're pretty
Dennis
stacked
Robinson.
in that area,
Yeah.
but they aren't in the middle, other than Calais Campbell, aren't
Mm,
great pass rushers. They're great run stoppers.
they're run stoppers,
So
sure.
the fact that and it wasn't like the Cardinals took them out. So the fact that he performed so well against those groups of defensive tackles in the run game, that's pretty
It's a
promising.
really good sign. It's
Yeah.
for sure, and it's sounds like Sundell's going to be out for a little bit,
Mhm.
so we just gotta hope that he has improved his pass protection a little bit because
Yeah.
so far the strength of the offensive line has truly been pass protection and run blocking has been terrible.
Yeah.
Um, so I honestly think if it ends up being a situation where he's a better run blocker but a worse pass blocker, I that does worry me a tad, to be totally honest.
Mm.
It worries me a tad because just the passing offense has been so, unbelievably good so far
Right.
that if that comes down a couple notches and the running game doesn't like really go up a few notches, because it could go up like a notch,
Yeah.
but if it doesn't go up a bunch of notches to compensate for that passing, I think the offense could take a step back here. Um,
Yeah.
but
And I mean, like, I'm trying to think back on it because let me see. Let me look at the stats really quick. Let me pull those up really quick. Because, like I
sure,
said, Sam Darnold didn't throw the ball like at all this game because he didn't need to.
didn't have
Uh,
to. Simply
I
didn't have to.
mean, he was 10 of 12, 178
Yeah,
yards.
12 actual attempts, dude. Like
Yeah. One touchdown, one pick. Uh, the pick came on
it was
a
weird.
batted ball. It
It
hit the
was
helmet.
batted by a dude's helmet. Yeah,
Yeah.
batted by a
Offensive
head.
lineman's helmet. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Denzel Burke was just
Really
there to
weird.
make the play.
Yep.
Really happy
Dude,
for
that
Denzel.
ball, that ball, I don't know. It went so far. Like it just
Up in
like
the air.
it went so far. It just
Yeah.
I that was crazy. But yeah, no, he was in the exactly right place, right time. Perfect.
Yeah, happy for Denzel Burke, fifth round rookie, getting time because all those
Yeah.
guys are out. Um, I will say that deep ball to Jackson Smith and Jigba, first of all, is perfect. But second of all,
Yeah, dude.
I mean, you wonder what happens if Garrett Williams doesn't trip at the 5 yard line and go down. Um,
Yeah, that's true. He would have at least had like a shot to get up over him, but
yeah, but I
it
mean,
was a super physical. They're running there, and it almost seemed like he got like JSN did like a little like bump move or
right,
something, and like
because it felt like he
uh,
got tripped up on his feet, like and
okay,
just
sure,
fell.
it's
Like I think
possible.
that's what it
Yeah,
was.
it's
And
possible.
to be fair, though, I mean, Garrett Williams is a great cover corner, great coverage.
Hmm.
I think Smith and Jigba comes down with it still. The season he's having, I mean, his hands are like glue. Like
Yeah.
it's just,
Yeah, I mean, that's the real thing is
yeah,
he's catching everything, and but like I mean, yeah, he whether he fell down, whether he got bumped a little bit, he
yeah,
got open. JSN got
yeah.
open, and
Rushing game for the Seahawks also was really good in this game.
and that's the thing is it ended up sort of getting going there towards the
Yeah,
end of the game. So that is promising. Both Charbonnet and Walker had 14 carries. Seemed
yeah,
like they were really leaning on Charbonnet at the end of the game,
they
which
were, but he
is
was producing.
interesting. No, it was working.
Yeah,
Absolutely, it was working. He ended up with 83 yards. Walker
yeah,
only had 67.
yeah,
So same amount of carries, more yards.
yeah.
Just easy as that, I guess.
Yeah.
Rashid Shaheed didn't do a ton in his first game, but
No.
didn't have to. Again, didn't have to.
No. I
They
mean,
let him
it's
run the ball a couple times.
it's really cool that they're using him on kick and punt returns. Because he
Oh,
is,
for sure. I mean, dude, he was all pro a couple years ago.
yeah.
Like, yeah, that's him. That's all
So
him
it's
for
really
sure.
good, but I think it's really cool because he definitely, if Cooper Kupp isn't playing, he's definitely wide receiver too. But
Oh, most definitely.
the
Dude,
fact
he's wide
that,
receiver two anyway. He's wide receiver two with Cup.
right.
Sorry, he just is.
And
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
fact that they're playing to his strengths and not afraid to use him in that way is really
Yep.
promising for the Seahawks offense. Um,
Yeah, I mean, it really. They probably were. They were probably like, "Damn, we had some shit planned for him that we just didn't even need to bust out." So
right.
we'll see how that looks in coming weeks. Hey, we need all the shit we can get against the Rams. So
Yeah. I mean, oof, dude, I'm so excited for that game. I'm so
I'm not.
excited for that game.
I'm not excited for it at all.
I know
But
it's gonna be such a fun watch though if you're not if you're not a fan of either team and you're just a
yeah,
watcher, it's gonna be so fun. Um,
I guess. I guess so. DeMercado broke 55 yarder in this one.
yeah,
He's an explosive player, dude. I wish he didn't drop the ball at the 1 yard
I
line.
know because he does fine, and then yeah, he'll just have one of those explosive runs where he just goes
Yeah, yeah.
crazy, and
He did a
then
55-yard run, 35-yard catch. Like,
yeah, he'll
he
have
makes
explosive
explosive
plays, and he
plays.
was an
Yeah.
undrafted guy. Like we picked him up, and Bam
That's
Knight
awesome.
gets hurt in this game.
Ah,
Uh,
terrible.
so now we're down James Conner, Trey Benson, Bam Knight. So we're down to
What's Benson's timeline looking like?
Well, here's the fun thing, dude. The Cardinals are shit at
Oh,
telling
that's a good
us
point. That's right. That's
health
right.
status. So he was on the
Ah,
IR, and they were like, he'll be ready in about 4 to 6 weeks.
of
Well,
course.
it is currently week 10. He got hurt, what, week 5 against y'all? I want to say, was
Oh,
it week
was it?
5?
Was Oh, so it's been like 5 weeks. So we're right in that window.
Yeah, he's still on the IR. They haven't opened up his
Ah,
practice window yet.
damn.
Uh,
That sucks. That really sucks.
it does suck. Because I honestly feel like if Trey Benson was in there, Jacoby would feel a little more
Yeah. Yeah.
like,
Because Benson's still a solid running back. Like that's still a running back that you can give a lot of touches to. And I mean, I guess they were trying to do the same thing with Bam Knight.
yeah. And
So
you know who also had, let me one more time check the stats. Because honestly, I didn't check the stats for this one much for the Cardinals because
sure.
I was just like, I don't even want to think about this game.
Nah, yeah, I don't blame you.
Uh, Michael Wilson had a couple of good catches. I wish they would
No, he
use him
definitely
more.
did.
Well,
Yeah.
and which we'll get to later, they're gonna have to use him more this week, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, just a really dominant game for the Seahawks. Um, 44-22. I mean, sure, it could have been 30-44, but it wasn't. And there were
No,
the
it
for
wasn't.
specific reasons. And so
Absolutely. Yep.
So just a great win for the Seahawks. A lot of good stats, a lot of promise, and I mean you got to have a lot of confidence for the rest of the year. So, um, yeah. So good for them, dude.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
Yeah. And so, and I mean to be fair, we both had the Seahawks winning anyways.
We
Uh,
we picked him. We picked him.
yeah.
Yeah, come on.
And it was a good week, even though I was really down bad as a fan of the Cardinals. I was really happy because I was
Mm.
starting the Seahawks defense in fantasy.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
dude. Yeah,
uh,
just the stat on that, they were had a ton of points because they scored two touchdowns, of course.
yeah,
Marcus Lawrence, yeah, there's been a couple players that have returned two fumbles for a touchdown in the same game, but no one has ever had two fumble return touchdowns of more than 20 yards in one game. And that's what he
yeah,
did. So, first
yeah.
time ever. Let's go to Marcus. Let's go.
Crazy plays. And
Love it.
that ball really did just bounce into his hands.
Dude is perfect. Perfect
Yeah.
both times. Just
Yeah.
perfect. That second one, I got a little scared, but he just one-handed that
One-handed
thing.
it.
Just let's go.
He
Ah,
just
that's
picked it up
awesome.
like it was nothing. Like usually when like, you're picking up a ball that's like lightly bouncing, you like bump, bump, bump. He just like
Yeah, dude.
snagged it, underhand snagged it. I was like,
It
damn.
seems like every time the ball is bouncing like that, it just turns into a clown show. And it's just
Right.
like, oh, everybody's fumbling for it. It's going all over the
Yeah.
place. Oh, somebody touched it and it launched that way.
Right.
Just smooth. Just smooth as butter.
Dude.
Ah,
Good
what a
for
guy.
him.
What a guy.
Um, yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else we can say about this. Cardinals get closer to a top five pick. Um,
What I'll say is this. The Seahawks and the Cardinals historically have always had crazy games. Seahawks are on a little bit of a winning streak here
yeah.
against the Cardinals. I saw something on Twitter that like it made a whole bunch of emotions that I have had click and
Mm,
realize, oh, this is what I'm feeling.
mm,
Somebody said that Seahawks fans, a lot of Seahawks fans have PTSD. Um,
mm,
It's so true. It's not even funny, man. It's
yeah.
so true.
Yeah.
I just think that every Cardinals game is going to be the most insane bullshit that we've
Right.
ever seen. I think that every time we play a backup quarterback, I get really nervous because in the Pete Carroll
Mm,
era, the Seahawks were terrible against backup quarterbacks.
mm.
Terrible. Now, dude, we've got Mike McDonald. He's going to eat that backup quarterback for breakfast, lunch, and
Dude.
dinner, but I'm still scared out of my mind because I've got PTSD, dude.
Dude, and
Like,
two things on that. Two things on that. I remember I texted you during the game and just said Mike McDonald's a genius.
you did.
And I was just like,
You're
because
not lying.
this is cra like as an opposing fan getting beat. I mean, excuse my language, beat the fuck out of. All I could do is sit there and be like, this is his mind is brilliant. Like these
He's a
rushes, these
special guy.
blitzes are crazy.
Yeah.
And the other thing I'll say is
Mm.
the PTSD part. You have PTSD from Carson Palmer, and that's long ago.
No, that's funny. That is very true. That is very true.
Carson
It's been
Palmer,
it's been a
David
while.
Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald, like
Been a while.
it's been a while. Michael Floyd. I mean, like it. Those days are Bruce Arians when we actually had a good coach.
Bruce Arians.
That's what you
Yeah.
have PTSD from. You don't have PTSD from. I mean, there were some games in there
Well,
where Kyler
yeah.
was close back in like
Yeah.
2021,
No, for
2020.
sure. Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. That was when
Mhm.
Pete was the coach.
Yeah.
Like ever since Mike McDonald took over, it hasn't been super, it hasn't been super close. I
Mhm.
guess except the first game this season actually got really close.
Yeah.
But like nah, just like there's a bunch of things where it's just like, oh, the Seahawks are really bad at this. That
Yeah.
like they're not bad at anymore, but of course I just think that they are because they were
Right.
for so long under Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
Um
And one more
PTSD, Pete TSD. Yeah.
Pete TSD. How about that?
That's what I'm
That's what you
saying.
just said? Damn,
That's what
sorry.
I've been saying. No,
Oh, Pete
I was trying to
TSD.
enunciate. Pete TSD. That's what we got.
Oh,
Pete
love it.
TSD.
Love it.
That's what I'm saying,
Um,
bro. It just made it all click because it's so true. It's so
one
true.
one thing about this game that I really noticed
Yeah.
that really stuck out to me was that Marv's body language was abysmal. Uh,
Really? Okay.
Terrible. Like
It's not good.
he was just like he wouldn't catch a ball. And like his hands, like he was ready for it, and then there would just be a Seahawks defender that just instantly got on it, and he wasn't
Right.
retaining it. But
Mm.
after that would happen, he would just drop his head and drop his shoulders and just kind of mosey back to the huddle as if he was like, "What the
Mm.
hell do I even do? Like what can
That's
I
interesting.
do?" And like
I
yeah,
mean,
his
yeah.
body language was just like he didn't know what to do. Um,
That's tough. That is
yeah,
tough. We don't like to see that, but I mean, it was a frustrating game, and honestly, it could do him a little bit of good to be a little more of a diva. I'm gonna be honest. It could do
it
him a little
could.
bit of good.
Now, granted,
So,
with Jacoby, he's been a lot better.
of
But and
course.
he got targeted 17 times. However, he needs that dog mentality of I'm just going to go catch every single thing. Like kind of like what Larry had. Because like every time you threw the ball up to
Right.
Larry Fitzgerald, it was like, oh, the only reason he's not coming down with this is if they break his hands.
Exactly. Right. For
So he
sure.
needs
We you
that.
you do not feel that way at all about Marv.
No.
And that I mean there could be like a talent difference there and there could be a difference in,
Sure.
how good they are at just simply catching the ball.
Right.
But I mean like yeah, like it's just not acceptable for him not to be getting targeted a ton. So you're right. He did get a bunch of targets this game, so that's good. But like yeah, you can't
Yeah.
let's keep the head up. Let's keep the chin
And
up
but the
for
thing
sure.
is with that, and then it's my final point.
Yes.
And then we can move on because we also have something else. It's pretty big that just happened. But I think yes, there's a talent difference between the two. However,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Marv was a higher pick, and you expected Marv to be your next
Of
Larry
course.
Fitzgerald.
Yes, absolutely. That's true.
Right.
Yep.
It doesn't mean that that was gonna happen for like just no doubt. However,
Mm.
that was the vision. So when it's not happening, it's kind of like, what do we
No,
do?
that's a good point. That's a good point. You do sort of like it should be there,
Right.
but it's not.
Right. Now
But
you know
it's
what?
not. Are you talking about what just came across my cellular phone's screen?
Oh,
Oh, well, I mean, it says breaking news on my cellular phone, so I guess I'll relay this as breaking news. Brock Purdy is officially starting. He's
just
back.
yeah, just got that.
Is that that's not what you were talking about
That's
though?
not what I was talking about. I think we can talk
Oh,
about that with predictions, and how that
okay.
might change a prediction. Um, that's
Well,
big
I get what you're
news
saying.
though.
You said, yeah, when you say just happened
Yeah.
today, our recording schedule is just like,
Yeah. It is what it
so
is.
you know what I mean. That's on my fault, but I know
Uh,
exactly what we're talking about. Come on.
talking about someone, we're gonna go. Okay, we're jumping in because this ties in. We're gonna jump into in our fumble opinion, right? In our fumble opinion, those of you who have been watching know that this is when Connor and I make our predictions for the
Make
week
our
with a slate
picks.
of games. This week will be week 11. We also go over Fumbles Won and Fumbles Lost, which ones we got right, which ones we got stinkers on. Speaking of stinkers, the first fumble lost is going to be the big loser of the week, and that is Brian Daboll getting fired from the New York
Dude,
Giants.
this did
Man,
surprise me. This surprised me when this notification flashed on my phonular
especially
device. This
mid-season.
surprised me.
It's really surprising.
Yeah, I what I'll tell you is there were some Giants fans that were not nearly as surprised as I think we were. I heard a couple
Fair.
Giants fans talking, and they sort of called this after the game. They were like, "Good shot, Dable gets fired tomorrow." And I
Mm,
heard that after the firing, and I was like, "Wow, I can't believe they saw this coming," because I didn't.
yeah,
Um,
especially with everything that's gone wrong and all the injuries they've had on that team.
yeah, it does seem like he kind of got shafted a tad, but
Yeah,
I mean, he you can't he mishandled Dart in this game. We got to say that up front.
he did
In
for
this
sure.
Bears Giants game where the Giants lose to the Bears 24-20,
After the Bears come back from being down.
Bears come back from being down.
Yeah,
Dart should not have gone back in this game after getting hurt.
nope, you're right.
He's been in concussion protocol a number of times.
Yeah.
Should not have gone back in this game. He did. Shouldn't have happened.
Right. You're absolutely right. And I mean, his record with the Giants was 30 and 44. And so, I mean, like,
Not great.
not great, but I will say this about Brian Daboll. It will not be long until he is someone's offensive coordinator. It will
Not long
not
at
be long.
all. And he's going to be very highly sought after.
Yes.
Um, I wonder if he gets another head coaching job, dude. I mean, this head coaching cycle,
It's not great.
it's not like there's any crazy superstars. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, there's no Ben Johnson, there's no Mike
Right.
McDonald.
I mean,
So,
you wonder if, like, you wonder if a D'Amico Ryans maybe tries to
mm,
put his hat in there. You wonder. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about the Cardinals supposedly being interested in Clint Kubiak.
of
Um,
course, yeah, most definitely. Yeah,
so I mean,
he's going to be a name. He's going to be a name
yeah.
this
So
cycle,
you have these
unfortunately.
names, and I mean, if I'm honest, I want the Cardinals to bring in Brian Daboll as offensive coordinator.
Yeah, that would be
I
awesome.
mean, yeah, and I don't know how I feel about Jonathan Gannon right now. Um, but Brian Daboll, I mean, he had one playoff year with Daniel Jones, and then other
Which,
than that,
yeah,
I just went
which
downhill.
may have been a negative for the Giants franchise in the
Exactly.
long run,
Right.
that playoff run.
Exactly.
So,
So
yeah, I mean, yeah, you're
out.
right. And he's out. He's out.
Yeah.
Now their interim head coach, Mike Kafka,
Hmm.
got some head coaching buzz this past cycle.
Yeah, he
So
did.
he's definitely not a bad guy to step into that role. Um, it'll
You
be exciting to see how he handles that.
you want to know why? I think, and I'm gonna put there's a picture from this game that I'm gonna
Mm,
put up real quick that I thought was absolutely insane. And it's the pass protection that Caleb Williams got late in the game when this stacked defensive line, first of all, Brian Burns had a play where he just got twirled around and
yeah,
on his
yeah,
butt.
I know. That
But
was
in this
crazy.
play, if you'll notice, all the guys are going except for
I see
number
him.
51, Abdul Carter, on a
He
knee,
appears to be taking a knee.
like he doesn't even know the play started. And he didn't even get hurt. That's not a play that he got hurt on. He just is there.
He just doesn't move. He
Right.
just doesn't move off the ball.
And it's kind of like, what
Wow.
the hell? This is my opinion though on Brian Daboll.
Okay.
And then
Sure.
I think we can move on from it because I think we've talked about the main things.
Yeah,
Um,
and they're going to be very different going forward, obviously.
I think the reason, I think the reason that Brian Daboll got fired after this game
Hmm.
was because he put Russell Wilson in and not Jameis Winston.
Well, yeah, that
That's what I
also
think.
is
I truly think that because Russell Wilson hasn't been great for the Giants. Jameis Winston is what he is, and so he didn't go for a different look. And Russell Wilson did bad against this
yeah,
Bears
Russell Wilson looks
defense.
truly bad. Like
Yeah.
really, really bad.
And
They've
this
already
week,
announced Jameis is starting
right.
next week. Yup, or this
Yeah.
week. Yup. So that's exciting.
And it took no time for Kafka to be like,
No,
yeah,
no.
Jameis is in there.
Yep.
And there's a
Yep.
lot of Packers
So,
fan. There's a lot of Packers fans like Kurt Benart. Is that his name? He's a big like
who
or Ben
cares?
Kurt, something like that. I don't know. But he played for the Packers. He's a backup quarterback, whatever. But he's a Packers fan still. And he's been posting since they announced that Jameis is going to be playing. And they're like, I'm super scared as a Packers fan that this Packers defense is going against a Jameis Winston with nothing to lose.
It's kind of silly. It's kind of fun and silly. Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, Jameis Winston. Yeah, if he throws like 5 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, I'll throw a party. Like this is gonna be awesome.
Right.
I'm so excited. But like,
Dude, he's just so fun to watch.
dude,
Like,
I mean, of course, I'm excited to watch him. Are the Packers gonna beat him 472-3? Probably.
probably, yeah. But like, it's gonna be nah, it won't be.
You don't think so?
It's gonna be like 45 to 38. That's what it's gonna be like. Because I think
Do
Jameis,
you think the Giants are gonna be able to move the ball? Really? Do we think that? I don't know if I think that. I'm gonna be
I
honest.
I'm gonna be real with you, probably not. But Jameis is gonna launch that ball to
He
Hyatt and
is.
to Theo Johnson and
He's
to
gonna launch it. That's
I mean,
absolutely true. He's gonna launch it.
and it's probably gonna
I
get
am
picked three
not
times.
confident in yeah. Well, exactly. I'm not super confident. They'll probably score like 14. That's my guess. I think they
Okay.
score 14.
Okay.
That's what I give them. And I give them one because Jordan Love throws a pick. I give them Jordan Love throws a pick and they get to 14.
You know what? I'm going to
That's what I
continue
think.
with your prediction. I'm going to build up off of it because I think 14
Okay,
points
sure.
is pretty reasonable. But I think it's going to be a game where they score 14 points and Jameis has like 350 passing yards.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah.
That's a good call. That could happen. That
Yeah.
could happen. I guess it depends on if Parsons like really shows up and causes
Right. But
problems because
we'll talk
we're
more
talking
about
sitting
this.
ducks.
Well,
Yeah,
come on
yeah,
now. But we'll talk
yeah.
about this later in the predictions. Brian Daboll out. We have up there a question of what's next. Honestly, I don't know. Um,
What's next is they need to lose every game and pick first. Like that would
right.
be awesome. Or they
Yeah.
just need to get a great pick. So it's just all I need to worry about.
You know another player
That's
that
it.
would be great on this
Mm.
Giants when Jackson Dart comes back, because I really do believe in Jackson Dart. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah,
Um,
he's been playing very well.
Jackson Dart comes back, Cam Scatterbo comes back, Malik Neighbors comes back. They
Mm.
lost. They also lost Evan Neal in this game, which is
Yeah,
pretty huge for them. Um,
that's a good
but when
point.
those guys come back healthy, you know who would fit in so good into this offense? We've
Mm-mm.
mentioned his name before. I'm just such a big fan of him. Jordan Tyson. Can you imagine Jordan Tyson
Oh yeah,
alongside Malik Neighbors?
dude. Yeah, I mean, that would be awesome. They would immediately have such a great group of weapons.
Yeah,
Quarterback is looking really good, so that
yeah.
yeah, dude. I mean, listen, I
They
also
have.
think like if they're not in a position to take Tyson, like this is a great offensive tackle draft as
Yes, it
well,
is.
which they are in need of as
Yes, it
well.
is.
So, it's
Who
honestly setting
knows?
up pretty good for them if they
Yeah,
really get one of those top picks. It's setting up pretty good for them.
they got some good young guys. Their defensive line is pretty
Yeah, the
locked
defensive
up.
line is awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
so like they've got it is so interesting because they do look like
on
this
paper.
this on paper, this is a
Yeah,
team. This is a
yeah,
team. So
yeah.
New York Giants next year.
So who knows? I mean, whoever, it really depends on. They have a lot of potential, but we'll see if they reach it. Um,
That's the hardest part.
Now we're gonna go into fumbles lost because this is the potential that we didn't reach. Um, so here they are. Connor and I, we split even.
We
Split
did.
even this week.
We did.
Um, we both got wrong the Panthers, Browns, Jaguars, Bills. Then I got wrong the Steelers, and he got wrong the Packers.
Yup. Obviously most surprising is probably the Bills
For
Dolphins
sure.
as
Yeah.
we said, very surprising.
Yeah.
Can't believe the Bills lost and the Dolphins won. I simply can't believe
30
it.
to
But there was
13.
some I mean, there was some other surprises this week. I thought for sure the Jets weren't winning. They sold their entire freaking team.
Yeah, and
Um,
real quick, there's a
yeah.
graphic I want to show. And
Yes.
it's Justin Fields for the past 4 games. His passing chart:
It's pretty gross.
45, 46, 54 against the Browns. This just shows how bad the Bengals defense really is. They allowed him 244 passing yards. Dude,
Oh man, that's
Justin
really funny.
Fields,
That's actually so funny.
just if you go on like betting websites, which we do not promote
Mm.
sports betting, by the way. However, if someone wants to sponsor us, maybe.
Oh, then we will.
But
Hell yeah.
but Justin Fields' projected line that you can bet over or under this week is 135 passing yards. Drake May's discounted instant hit is 154.
Oh yeah, dude. I
What?
mean, it's a truly special thing we're witnessing here with this Justin Fields season. Like this is
Yeah,
one of the worst
and
quarterbacking.
not in a good way. Like not a
No,
good
oh no,
special.
dude, no, dude. This
Yeah.
is bad. This is bad.
Also,
We can't
something else
live
that's
like
crazy.
this.
Something else that
What?
crazy is that like he had like a screen pass to either Brees Hall or like Alan Lazard that went like 40 yards, 42 yards. It went 42 yards in
That's
the
insane.
fourth
That's
quarter.
insane,
And into the fourth quarter, he had 12 passing yards.
dude. I mean, this is awesome.
It's
And
so
they won 27-20. So that's really crazy and
yeah.
not cool, to be honest.
But I think it's time we got into the ones we got right because we got quite a bit right this week. We both got right the Broncos, Seahawks, Bears, Colts, Patriots, Ravens, and Lions. Connor got right the Chargers, and I got right the Eagles. So we split on games that we split on.
Yeah. Yep. We
Yeah.
ended up tied, only split on 2 games, ended up even.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good prediction week. I mean, we
It
got some
was.
wrong, but the ones that we got wrong were upsets.
No, I'm
So,
saying, yeah, there were some crazy upsets and
yeah.
you don't want to we don't want to pick the favorites all the time, but
Sure.
listen, we're
But
just
sometimes it
picking
just seems
the
too
game.
easy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's too easy. Like
Right.
the Colts and the Falcons. Of course the Colts were winning that game. What are you talking
Right.
about?
Right. So, I mean, I don't know. Good week. Good
Good
week. But
week,
we got
man.
fumbles won. We had some upsets on the fumbles lost we weren't expecting, but I think it's time we got into week 11 predictions.
Week 11, man, 11 weeks into the season already. Seems like just yesterday we were like, when's football coming back? It's
Right.
already week 11. This is
I know.
crazy.
No.
But unfortunately, we do have to start with another just ugly, ugly. There's an ugly shade
I
of green
know.
on my screen right now. And
Dude.
it's the team we were just talking about. It's the Jets. They're on Thursday Night Football against the Patriots. Patriots at home, favored by 12 and a half.
Yeah.
If the Jets win, I'm not even going to say anything. I'm not going to say something crazy. I'm not going to do it. But what I will say is they're not winning. All right.
Here's what I'm gonna
They're
say.
not winning.
I am gonna
What are
say
you going to
something
say?
crazy.
Oh, no, don't do it. Oh, don't do
If
it.
the Jets win, I'm not doing the podcast next week.
Whoa, who's doing it? Just me by myself? Oh, hell
Yeah.
nah.
How about
Oh,
this? How
hell
about this? How about
nah. Oh, hell nah.
how about this? Whoever comments and puts their name, I'll draw their name out of a hat and you can
Oh,
do
yeah,
it
we'll
that
just
week.
draw out the co host. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Patriots easy. I think they take the over on
Yeah.
that pretty easy. Yeah.
12 and a half.
Not to say the Jets defense can't put up good stops, but they can't stop the Patriots, dude. And their offense is yeah. So
And I mean, Garrett Wilson just went on IR today, if I'm not mistaken.
he sure did.
Um, So
Yeah. So that's
not
bad.
only did they sell their best defensive pieces, their best offensive pieces on IR. It's looking
Yeah.
ugly. Looking real ugly.
Yeah. So
But
Patriots pretty easy on that.
yeah, put that on in the background while you do something else. Or don't put it on
Right.
at all. Who knows? All right.
Put that in the background while
Let's
you
move
listen
it
to this
on.
podcast. Well,
Great idea.
yeah.
Uh all right. We got another international game. The last
Love
one,
it.
I think. 9:30 in the morning,
Mhm.
if you're on the East Coast. If you're anywhere else, stay asleep. Commanders Dolphins.
Oh,
They're both 3-7.
yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh, wait a second. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm not
I
waking
might
up.
sleep in. Yeah.
Uh, that's what I'm saying. Dolphins favored by 2.5.
Poor Commanders, dude. They got stomped by the Lions and they're so injury ridden. And I would say for me, I'd be like, oh, Commanders. But then the Dolphins just beat the Bills, and I'm like, I don't know what to think.
I have no idea what to think. I mean, I guess I'll pick the Dolphins. Like the vibes seem better.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Vibes seem better, much better. Well, like, okay, that's not disputable. I think the vibes of the
The
Dolphins
vibes
are
are better.
much better right now than
Yes.
the Commanders. So I'll take the vibes.
That's fair. And I think that I'm gonna have to go with the Dolphins too. And I think
Okay.
that two big X factors in this game is Achan and Waddle.
Oh, big time.
I
Big
think
time.
it's
I mean, the
big
Commanders
week in
defense
fantasy
hasn't
world.
been. Waddle can go big in this game, I think. There's
Yeah.
a good shot Waddle can go big in this game.
I,
And I mean, now
Achan
that I think about
too.
it,
I mean,
Achan
last
too.
week against
Yeah.
the Lions, David
Let's go
Montgomery
for
and
it.
Jameer Gibbs just
Yeah. I
so
mean, yeah, on the ground, but then even in the past game, like 57-year-old Bobby Wagner's not covering him.
no.
Like, you know what I mean?
And look, we have a Commanders fan who constantly watches this, and we're not trying to shit on the Commanders. They've been dealt such a bad hand this year.
And obviously, I
It's
love Bobby
just
Wagner. That's like my guy.
right. It's just
But he's
hard to
700
pick them
years
right
old.
now. Yeah. So Dolphins,
He's
yeah.
a, yeah. I mean, would you be like totally shocked if the Commanders won?
No.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not even in the
Especially
slightest.
international.
Oh, exactly. Anything could
Yeah.
happen in this game. Anything could
Yeah.
happen. We happen to be picking the Dolphins, though.
Yeah.
Next game. This is a very interesting rematch from earlier in the season.
Mm.
Panthers Falcons.
Mm.
Um,
Mm.
Falcons are now at home, favored by 3.5 after losing in the first game by 30 points. So what do you got, brother?
I, I don't know. They're in Atlanta.
They are
So
in Atlanta.
they Atlanta always plays pretty good in the Mercedes-Benz Dome.
Sure.
Um, The Panthers, I don't know. Like they lost last week, but I even said last week that the only hope the Saints have are their defense, and that's what won them the game. That's what's kept them in
Hmm.
games all year. Um, so I mean, I don't know. Like Drake London looks good, but other than that, no one really else. Bijan is starting to put together some things, but um, I don't know. I truly don't know. Like this game, and I don't know. Like Bryce Young had a stinker last week.
Yeah.
Um, but Rico Dowdle could
I,
tear him up. So
I'm picking the Falcons. I'm picking the Falcons. They'll bounce back.
probably what was the
Falcons by
difference?
3.5.
Mm,
Falcons by 3.5. I'm gonna pick the Falcons, dude. They're gonna bounce back. They have to.
mm.
They are the mystery box, as we've
They
called them.
super mystery
They could
box.
do anything at any time.
It's true.
Um, but I
Yeah,
think this one they win. They
I
lost 30-0
think
last time. Get
right.
it back, guys. Get it back.
I'm gonna have to go Falcons on this one. I think that
Okay.
right now, I think the Panthers defense. I won't be surprised if this is close. Um, but
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true.
it's tough to bounce back from the week that Bryce Young just had. Um, so.
And it does seem like this Falcons, like, I mean, again,
The
I
secondary is
feel
pretty good.
dumb talking about the Falcons. Yeah. I mean, I feel dumb talking about the Falcons because I'm like, oh, if the pass rush like shows up like they did last week, like,
Right.
yeah, Bryce Young will probably get crushed. But
Yeah.
the
It
Falcons
doesn't
don't
show
do
up every week.
anything the same from any week
Yeah.
to any week, dude. They
It's
don't do
true.
anything.
It's
So,
true. I know this one. I know this for sure. That if the
mm,
Falcons are going to win, it's going to have to be from the arm of Penix.
100%.
Because the
100%.
Panthers' run defense is pretty damn good this year.
It is pretty, it's the kind of thing where if Bijan has a good game,
Hmm.
Falcons win for sure.
Yeah.
But like it's seeming like he probably won't. So yeah, you're
Right.
right. Penix is gonna have to win this one for him.
It's big game for Penix. It's a big game for London too. Um,
Big time, big time.
Ryan,
Because
yeah.
Horn had a pretty bad game last week.
Yeah, he
So
did.
if London's able to beat up on Horn, that would be huge for the Falcons.
Yeah, Chris Olave had a pretty damn good game last week. Um,
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
So yeah,
Another one where it's like, dude, beat the Saints sold at the
right.
deadline and then win their first game. What's
And
going
win
on? All right.
with Tyler Shuck of
Um,
all people. Okay,
Tyler
moving
Shock.
on. Moving on.
Tyler Shock. Well, nobody knows what's going on
26-year-old
over
rookie.
there. Chargers and Jaguars. Let's go there next. An exciting AFC matchup.
Hmm.
Chargers are at the Jaguars. They're in Jacksonville, and the Chargers are favored by 3.
That's fair. I think I'll take the Chargers.
I think I will as
Um,
well.
I want to like this Jaguars team, but they just keep, like I said in the first episode, Trevor Lawrence just seemed to make every game a boneheaded interception that always comes back to
Yeah,
bite them. And I don't think that they're solid enough right now to have that not affect their chances of winning.
100%. They pretty much have to play perfect.
Yeah.
It seems like.
And the Chargers have a lot of momentum right now. So,
Yep, and like it's vibes aren't good. Vibes aren't really good.
right.
With the Jags, it seems like
Travis,
Travis Hunter
Travis,
officially
yeah,
out for the season,
right.
which sucks.
Brian
Sucks.
Thomas is facing injury problems.
Yep,
No,
and also just not playing good when he's on the field.
right.
Um, so Jaguars prove it. You know what I mean?
Gotta
You
be.
gotta play perfect every week,
Yeah.
but it kind of seems like we're probably gonna pick against you damn near every week.
Right. I mean, they did put up 29 on the Texans defense.
They
Um,
did. And that's honestly nothing to
right.
scoff at.
However,
That's a big feat, but yeah.
they allowed 36 points. And granted, one of the touchdowns was a last minute
Uh,
interception, pick six. But
but still, dude, like
it's Davis
that's what we're
Mills.
talking about. That's what I know. You lost to Davis
Come
Mills. That's
on,
really
dude.
bad. But yeah, in this moment where Trevor Lawrence has a shot to win the game, you make some stupid penalties and then you just get absolutely torched
Right.
and scored on.
Right.
So
Yeah, going
Chargers it is
Chargers.
for us. Now this one should be a game. Buccaneers and Bills.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, it will be fun.
at the Bills. Bills favored by 6. So
Damn.
Vegas is confident in Buffalo.
And they're in Buffalo though. So I mean that
Right. They're
that
in
does
Buffalo.
and it's getting cold. It's cold season up here. So I
It's true.
mean I this is also
It's
a
still
tough
tough
game.
though.
It's a tough
It's
game to
still tough.
call because
Like for
I see no reason. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I see no
no,
reason
no.
why Baker can't come out and slice and dice this defense the way that he did against the Patriots.
I think that's likely to happen. I
Yeah,
think that's likely to happen. It's just going to be how are the Bills on offense.
right.
I think I will take the Bills.
Hmm.
I think I'll lock in the Bills. Simply because there were there were a few drives for the Buccaneers last week where things maybe looked a little rusty, and like I do think that this Bills team, I think like we mentioned earlier, it's going to play to its competition, and this is
Right,
a we still think this is a very good Bills team.
right,
So if they play to their competition this week, they should win.
right. And if you're a Panthers fan, you're pulling for the Bills because if the
Big time.
Buccaneers lose, they go to 6-4. If the Panthers win, you go to 6-5. It's right there, dude. Which it
Who'd have
feels like it
thunk it?
shouldn't be, but
It shouldn't be. Who'd have thunk it? That's what I'm saying. This is
but
crazy.
but I also will go Bills, and because I think this is going to be a big James Cook game.
Mm,
I think it's going to be a big one because I mean the Buccaneers have Vita Vea, who
they
is
do.
Hall of Famer. Um,
Awesome. Great player.
but other than that, I mean they let Travion Henderson have like his best game on them. Um,
Oh,
so
they
if
did.
James Cook got shut down last week, however, that doesn't happen to James Cook very often. So I think this is a big
No.
James Cook game. And that's
I
why
like
I'm
that
taking the
shout.
Bills too.
It's a good call. It's a good call. Let's move it on here to divisional matchup. Bears Vikings.
Oh,
Matchup of week 1, if I'm recalling correctly.
yeah, Monday Night Football.
JJ and JJ McCarthy was playing in that game, and he looked like buns for 3 quarters,
And then had
and
a
then one
comeback
quarter, he was
win,
the best quarterback the league's ever seen.
right?
That's when 9 came out. So, that's the only, I gotta be honest. That's the only, if he, after that game, if he was like, yeah, that fourth quarter 9 came out, honestly, he maybe could have got away with it. He
Sure.
maybe could have got away with it because he
Yeah.
played awesome. He
Right.
looked super good for 1 quarter. If he's like, sorry, I had to flip to my alter ego, 9, and I
Dude,
won. You know what? Maybe you could have got away with it.
I'm gonna be real.
Bad
I'll be
timing.
real with you. You still wouldn't have liked it.
No, I
You
mean,
still would have been
we
like,
still would
that's
have made fun of
terrible.
him. It's still
Yeah.
cringe, but at least you showed me something. All right,
Right.
either way, the Vikings are at home and they're favored by 3.
Right.
I'm not taking them. I'm taking the Bears. I'm locking it in before we even talk about it. I'm taking the Bears. Fuck it. Let's go.
Yeah, and like Caleb Williams is pretty damn clutch. Like
He's been looking good and
he's
clutch.
this year he's been pretty damn clutch. And
Most
I think
definitely.
that he just feels so confident in this Ben Johnson offense
I hope
that
so. I hope it's
that
finally clicked for him.
and you want to know something about Caleb? Caleb was slinging the ball and his receivers were dropping it. Like he had
True.
dropped it was a season high. It was a season high for the
Mm,
NFL. 6 drops.
great call. Great call.
Two of
Yeah.
them in the end zone.
Right. For real.
So, I mean, he looked great, but his legs, like his evading the sacks and the defensive like
Hmm.
pressure last week against a good defensive line, and the way that he was slinging the ball, he just looks good right now. Um, so I'm gonna have to
And
agree
this
with
will
you.
be their biggest test. You're gonna agree? Yeah, this will be their biggest test. I mean,
Yes,
this will be their biggest test because their last 2 games were Bengals Giants. So,
right.
not super tough tests, at least like defensively. So this will be a test, but I mean, yeah, I kind of just think the Bears riding the vibes, even though, like I said, the last two
Yeah,
games teams haven't been great. They're
and I
riding the
mean
vibes.
Kyle Monungai. Looks
He's
great.
looking good. He does, and I mean, they were back to Swift this last game, and
Yeah,
Swift also honestly looked
he's
pretty
having a
good,
great
but
year. He's having such a
yeah.
great year.
But Monongai still got the touchdown, so it seems like they're gonna
Yeah.
do a situation like that where
Yeah.
like a
Power him in there.
Bijan
Yeah.
Algier or a Walker
Right.
Charbonnet, Swift
Yeah.
Monongai add him to the list.
Yeah, and that's a good. I mean, I honestly, I'm going with the Bears 'cause I just don't trust JJ enough. I don't trust
I
McCarthy
think
enough.
that's what it is. And like I to be honest, I trust the Vikings defense to potentially
Sure.
have a great game. Like I'll be honest. Like
Yeah.
there's absolutely a world where the Vikings kind of like just shut
Stop.
this down a
Yeah.
little bit and then McCarthy just doesn't have to do that much and they end up winning. But I think we're just riding the vibes of that offense
Yeah.
and it's
Caleb
gonna be
Williams
a good
just
it's
seems
gonna be a good
really
game.
confident right now. So I
I
gotta
agree.
lean
I
Caleb.
agree. And next we go to Packers Giants. Packers Giants playing at MetLife. Packers still favored by 7.
Yeah. We've already kind of made this prediction earlier in the episode.
We did make this prediction earlier.
So taking Packers. However, it's going to be a game, like you said, 14 points for the Giants, but Jameis Winston has like 350 passing yards. So it's just going to be great to watch.
It's going to be on my screen 100%. You know what I mean? I'm going to be watching it and I'm
I'm good.
excited to watch it.
And I'm going to be real. Jordan Love might get sacked quite a bit this game.
I think that's very possible for sure.
I think the Packers still win because they're a better team and they should win.
I mean,
Um,
unless Abdul Carter just decides not to play again, you know what I mean? Unless he just takes a
that's
couple
so
plays
nuts,
off.
dude. I can't believe he
But
did that.
yeah. So we can't have that. But the
Yeah,
talent, you're right. They could give him problems.
yeah. So yeah,
So
Packers.
Packers it is. Let's go to a this matchup is I don't know why, but I get a little nostalgic when I see this matchup.
Yeah.
Titans Texans.
Ah,
Titans Texans. I don't know why. It just kind of takes me back to a certain era
uh,
of
Mariota
Townsend and
versus
Finnegan, or yeah, even then we go to Mariota and
Matt Schaub.
yeah, whatever's going on over there in Houston.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
Texans Titans,
I'm trying to think. Sorry, I'm trying to think of the running back, Arian Foster.
yeah, Arian
Arian
Foster, and of course
Foster.
the Titans had CJ2K.
Dude,
Um,
so
that
fun.
was it. They had some good games back in the day. The Titans are at home, but the Texans are favored by 6.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
It's the Titans, man. It's the
seems
Titans.
fair. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, so
Listen,
I want to look at the Titans because they're coming off their bye. The Titans' upcoming schedule is Texans, Seahawks, Jaguars, Browns, 49ers, Chiefs. So it's like if they pull one out in the next few games, I think it might be this one,
it'd
but
have
they're
to be.
not gonna. Yeah.
It would have to be. Or the
Until
Jaguars
they get to the
game.
Browns. Like I could see them beating the Browns. I mean, the Browns defense is good, but it's the
I
Browns.
can't see them beating the Browns just because of the
Yeah.
Browns defense. Like,
I mean, dude, just what happened with the Jets this week,
dude,
dude?
who's gonna stop that Browns defensive line from getting to Cam Ward?
Well, of course, that's a problem. That's a problem too. But I mean,
That's
dude, Justin
later.
Fields, it's like Justin Fields. Yeah, whatever.
That's later.
Yeah.
Justin Fields also didn't have he had 12 passing yards going into the fourth quarter,
I know. And they won the game
and they
though. They
won the
won the
game.
game. They beat the Browns. So yeah, I mean, we're both gonna take the Texans, but
Yeah, it's got to be the Texans, especially if I don't know if Stroud's supposed to come back, but obviously it doesn't matter.
good question. Yeah, exactly. Apparently, Mills is just as good. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Another divisional matchup here. Bengals Steelers. We like it. They're in Pittsburgh. Steelers favored by 5.5.
hmm
And I mean, yeah, that
You know that seems about right.
hmm. It seems what?
He said, "You think that seems about right?"
Oh, it seems about right.
No.
I'm thinking. I'm not gonna pick the Bengals, but they did beat the Steelers the last time they played.
I'm gonna split here with you.
Who are you picking? You picking the
Bengals.
Bengals? Wow.
Just
All
because the
right. Well, then
Steelers had those
I definitely
injuries.
do have to pick the Steelers. No, you're right. You're
And Joe
right.
Flacco, dude. I'll split
Two
with you. I'll pick the
beasts.
Bengals.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
If
I
they get
mean,
those
I
guys,
truly don't feel good about that. You know what I mean? I don't feel good about that, even though I'm picking the favorite.
if the guys who were hurt come back this week and they're able to play that style of defense that worked against the Colts with Jalen Ramsey back in safety, yeah,
Mm,
Steelers. Um, but other than that, with those guys hurt, I think the Bengals. I think it could go either way. I'm just going to choose the Bengals this week.
okay. Okay. We'll split on that one. I like it.
Split? That's a good one to split on.
Let's I agree.
Yeah,
Let's go to your boys, 49ers Cardinals in Arizona. They got 49ers favored by 3.
fair,
What do you think?
fair. I mean,
Yeah.
Walter Nolan's supposed to come back. He got injured at the end of the Seahawks game in garbage time,
Okay,
which
good.
was ridiculous.
But so he is good. He's gonna be all right.
He was practicing full on today,
Okay,
as
good.
well
Good.
as Darius Robinson too. So both of
Oh,
them were
good. Good.
practicing.
Because they both got hurt.
They
They
both
both got
got
hurt,
hurt.
didn't they? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Rabbit's
That's
not going
good.
to play.
Okay.
Here's a good one. This sounds so bad for me to say. Please don't. I'm not
Oh.
a bad person. Jonah Williams got hurt. Blessing in
Who's the
disguise.
backup? Who's the
Kelvin,
backup?
37-year-old Big Beach. Kelvin Beachum.
What? Are you serious? Yeah, okay. All right.
He
Well,
did better than Jonah Williams. I'm gonna be real with you.
I didn't even realize that. That's
Yeah, Big
insane. I didn't even
Beach.
realize that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
But who are you
Marv
picking?
Marv has had surgery for appendicitis.
Yes.
Never
So he's
fun.
out.
He's out for this
Mm,
week and possibly longer. Appendicitis
sure.
is not fun. The surgery on it, who knows?
Sure. I did
It
see, I think I saw a tweet of like somebody running down, like, here's every appendix surgery that NFL players had and how many games they missed. And it was
right.
pretty much only one.
Mm.
So for the
I-
vast majority of people, they only miss one game. So hopefully Marv in that
but
same camp.
with this Cardinals regime, they
Hmm.
continuously hold out guys for longer.
Okay. All right. Well,
It's
yeah.
I'm gonna go 49ers just because, especially
Okay.
getting Brock Purdy back. I think that's pretty big. Kittle's looking better. Um,
It's not that big, dude. It's not that big. Mac Jones was playing just as good.
right. And I
Pay
mean,
Mac
like,
Jones $250 million. Why don't you? He's
I
winning the
mean,
games.
I mean, like
It's
Brock
not a big
Purdy.
deal.
I
It's
think
the same.
that
I'm just kidding.
no, but I mean, like honestly,
I'm hating.
yeah. We just don't like Brock
I'm
Purdy.
hating.
Um, um,
I don't know. I'm truly. I don't think he. I mean, dude, we see how Mac Jones is operating this offense. What would Brock Purdy be doing differently? I'm being dead serious, 49ers fans. Please comment. Please comment what Brock Purdy would be doing differently. Because I don't know. I don't think he deserves $250 million.
dude, you're about to get doxxed. You're
Listen,
about to
you
have your
have.
full address on the online here in about a week.
I don't care. I change addresses every 12 months anyway.
Period.
Nah, I'm just. Nah. I was gonna say something. Oh, I don't think you've got it ready, but in post, we're gonna throw up my tweet that I tweeted when Brock Purdy got paid, and it was I
Yeah.
said I'm throwing something on the grill
Yeah.
because I started
No,
celebrating.
that was everyone's reaction. Like when
I know,
Brock Purdy
I
got
know,
paid that
it was
huge
awesome,
contract, everyone was like rejoicing. They were like, "Yes, 49ers,
dude.
this is great." Um,
So
um,
yeah,
yeah,
that's how we feel. But yeah, I'll pick the 49ers too.
yeah.
After saying
I
all that,
I just think that the Cardinals have so many injuries. What I will say is you were already going to start him anyways if you had him. Please, God, start Trey McBride this week.
oh yeah,
The targets he's going to
yes,
get and the 49ers' inability to guard tight ends, huge week.
yep.
I honestly think
He's
Michael Wilson's going to be wide receiver one this week. And honestly, his
yes.
numbers, he's one of the better separators in the league. Um,
Okay. That this could be huge. I
It could be
if
a
he like,
big
yeah,
Michael Wilson week as well.
this
Um,
could be a very good breakout week, and that's exciting. That's
yeah,
exciting
but huge Trey McBride week. I think it's a
most
big
definitely.
Kittle week too. To be honest,
Wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised.
I
Yeah.
I want to
Um,
say this is a game the Cardinals can win, but I gotta go 49ers.
I 100% agree with that. I agree with exactly what you just said. I would not be shocked if the Cardinals win.
Yeah,
Um, but it just kind of seems like
yeah,
it's where we gotta go
yeah.
responsibly. But let's get to the game of the week of the year
Oh
of the
man,
whatever.
this is so
Seahawks
exciting.
Rams. This is absolutely insane.
Such a good watch.
Seahawks Rams. They're playing in LA. Rams favored by 3.
Yeah,
So with the home field advantage bump, it's more like they're favored by like a point ish, you know.
yeah.
Um,
The Rams don't have home field advantage. Like
well, that's true. Well, that,
Rams, also
listen,
Rams
we
fans are
know that to be true.
yeah, Rams fans are also terrible. They are so they are
Sorry, Rams
so
fans.
balloon
Uh,
that don't get me wrong, I was texting you during that Rams game and being like, my God, the Rams are good.
they're
But
good. They're scary as hell.
they're super scary. However, the Seahawks, I'm picking Seahawks, dude. I
Really?
am. I think
Wow.
this Rams team, this Rams offense is brilliant. However, against a Mike McDonald defense, and they're actually going to have Sam Darnold throw the ball this time, I'm picking Seahawks
Okay.
after last week's game. And that's I'm not saying the Seahawks are like world beaters after beating the Cardinals. That's not
No,
like
no, that's
the
very clearly
pin.
not what you're saying. Yeah.
Right. But I think the Seahawks have so much momentum right now,
Okay.
and they truly have been they've been killing teams recently. Like, and not to say that Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams and Kyron Williams and Matt Stafford haven't been. And even Ferguson, their tight
Right.
end Ferguson. But I just don't see it. I think the Seahawks are going to take it.
Man. That yeah, I mean, I do hear your confidence. Basically, the way I'm looking at this, I'm gonna be totally honest. It's just like when you look, I saw some people talking, I saw some breakdowns, people talking about how, the Seahawks actually match up really well with what the Rams are doing.
Mhm.
And like, but dude, Sean McVay has owned this team for the longest time.
Yeah.
Sean McVay just has had the Seahawks number for the longest time.
He's also such a
And
genius, dude.
dude, he's 100% a genius. He's the best offensive coach in the league.
Yeah.
It's not a question. I mean, until further notice, I gotta think that Sean McVay just has the Seahawks number.
Hmm.
I gotta think that. I
Fair.
mean, man, like I don't know if I want to do the emotional hedge of like picking the Rams because then it's like if they do win, it's like obviously I'll be sad that the Seahawks lost, but like okay, at least I got the pick right. But
Yeah.
then if like if I pick the Seahawks and the Seahawks lose, I'll just be double sad.
Right.
Um,
I
because man, I'm not confident. I'm not confident at all.
that's
Even though I read all the things about whatever they match up,
right.
even though the Seahawks have looked so awesome,
Mhm.
and I
I
know
would not be
I'm
surprised if the I wouldn't be surprised if like whoever wins this game because it's such a coin because they're both so good right now.
they're both great teams, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's
It's
no doubt
two
about that.
it's two Goliaths fighting each other right now. So
You know what? I'll say this. I'll say this. All right. I'm gonna pick the Seahawks. I'm gonna do it. But
okay.
what I'm gonna say is the reasoning I'm gonna say is this. I think that the I think that the worst unit in this game is the Rams defense. So because of that,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to average out the units
Hmm.
of wherever the others end up.
Right.
And I'm going to say that the Seahawks find a way to break the curse. But like, dude, Until further notice, Sean McVay owns this team. Like that's how I'm just approaching this.
Dude,
I'm not confident. I'm
Sean
thinking like we're
McVay,
gonna lose, but fuck it, I'll pick it.
Sean McVay kind of owns the NFC West.
Uh, yeah,
I mean, there
I
was some
mean,
time there when the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan had it rolling, but Sean McVay just
which
kind of,
I mean, Kyle Shanahan also one of the best offensive play
right.
callers in the league. It's just
Yeah.
that's who is in the NFC West. So it's
Dude.
just like, yeah, I mean, until further notice, I feel like Sean McVay has got the number, but
Fair.
maybe this is the week. Maybe. Jesus Lord. But all right. That's what we got on that one. That's
Yeah.
definitely the game of the week, and I'm very excited to watch it, even though it's gonna make I'm gonna lose a lot of years on my life, I know for sure. So let's go Ravens Browns, another divisional matchup here.
I'm taking Ravens.
Yeah, man, me too. Me too.
I can't pick against Lamar right now.
No. And it's the Browns as well. Just to say it, the Browns are at home and the Ravens favored by 7.5. Yep.
Yep.
Looking good.
Sounds good.
Looking good. Good job, Vegas. All right. Now, the last game in this 4 o'clock window, which is all divisional matchups. Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs Broncos. Um, Chiefs
Very interesting.
Broncos. Chiefs favored by 3.5, even though they are in Denver, and Denver is 8-2, and the Chiefs are 5-4.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming that the only reason that they're giving the Chiefs the advantage is Bo Nix. Because like I know that Bo Nix puts up numbers. Like I know that statistically they're like, "Oh, fun." But if you watch Bo Nix,
It's not looking great.
no. Like the
Not
eye
looking great.
test isn't there for Bo Nix the way the stats are.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. Um,
So yeah, with that said, I'll pick the Chiefs.
yeah. And I mean, like the Broncos have a really good defense. Vance Joseph has them running really smooth.
Hmm.
I think Patrick could be running for a little bit of this game. As in like not running the ball, but evading pressure and making throws on the run. Um,
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, the Broncos defense is obviously
Solid.
still unbelievable. Yeah.
Uh, but dude, their offense scored 10 points against the Raiders.
Pretty
What?
bad. Pretty bad.
What?
That was really
Like,
ugly and gross. I'm gonna be
yeah, I'm going
honest.
Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Even if it finishes like 20 to 10.
right. Which is
Yeah.
I think honestly super possible.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I mean, no, you're right. The Broncos offense just doesn't seem like it's got the firepower, man. It just
No, and
doesn't seem like
The Chiefs defense and their defensive line is
right.
really good. Um,
Absolutely.
Karlaftis, Jones, like all those guys
Yep.
rushing off the edge. I mean, they have, I don't know if I trust their secondary as much, but I definitely trust their
Definitely not.
defensive line. So,
Yeah.
thinking Chiefs.
So it honestly, I mean, it honestly could come down to Bo Nix's performance. Like if he actually
Yeah,
like really does, hey, he impresses us and he puts out a good game and he's able to hit his open receivers and find who's
sure.
open and make good throws, whatever. Like, yeah, they could do that. We
Right.
just haven't seen that from him. So I'm
No.
picking the Chiefs.
Hey,
Yep.
fair.
And the Sunday night game, pretty good game here. Pretty good game here. Eagles Lions. Eagles Lions. Eagles at home, favored by 2.5.
Mm.
This is a tough choice.
It is a tough choice because it seems like every time the Lions have a dominant week and we're like, there's the Lions, gonna
Yup,
pick them, they lose.
they lose. You're
Yeah.
exactly right.
So, and the Eagles won a pretty nasty game against the Packers this past week.
It's pretty nasty.
Um, Pretty nasty. Um,
Hmm.
I want to go Lions, but I'm gonna go Eagles just because every single time the Lions do this, they
You're right.
the next week they just lose, and they're going into Philly, which is always a tough place to play. So I'm gonna go Eagles, even though I so could see the Lions winning this game.
Listen, man, I might be, I mean, I made a mistake last week doing this with the Eagles, but I'll split this with you. I'll pick the Lions here.
It's another good split.
I mean, dude, the Packers just looked so bad. Like the Lions will look better than that on offense. They
You
just
hope.
will. They
You
just
hope so.
will. So I'm gonna go with the Lions there.
Okay.
I like that one as a split for us because I think that should be a really good game.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, let's split that one and let's go to a game that's not gonna be really good. Monday night, the Cowboys and the Raiders.
Huh.
Why are they putting the Raiders primetime again? Like you
Dude,
can't flex.
move the Seahawks game from Sunday afternoon to Monday night and just put
Shouldn't
the
have been.
Raiders and Cowboys in there.
I don't know when the deadline was to make that
Like a
decision,
flex
but
game.
they made a mistake.
Completely fumbled that, man.
They fumbled that because this game's not great. The Cowboys are favored by 3.5. They are playing in Vegas.
Game so bad it made me sick.
God bless your soul, man. God
Thank you.
bless your soul.
I appreciate it.
Ah, man, I honestly don't even know who to take here because the Cowboys,
I'm going Cowboys. I'm gonna be real with you. Like I think that I'm gonna be so real with you. I'm going Cowboys just because I think their offense will produce better. I think, and I just can't trust Geno Smith one iota. I think it could be a good game for Genty, but
yeah.
but I don't trust Geno Smith. They're getting Quinnen Williams in there, so that could be a
No,
big disruptor. So
you're
I'm just
right.
going
The
Cowboys.
Cowboys, the Cowboys offense should tear up this
They should.
defense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all right, I'll do the same. I'll go Cowboys too. I go Cowboys too. I think that's probably the smart choice, even though
Yeah.
I
You're
oh.
reconsidering, I know.
No, I'll probably be rooting for the Raiders. I'll be like, Raiders,
Yeah.
let's make something
Yeah.
happen. But yeah, Cowboys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cowboys. That's the week.
There
That's
it
the week.
is. There's the predictions. If you were picking alongside, why don't you leave your comments down below? We want to see
Yeah,
how good your
we'd love
predictions
to see
are.
him. We
Yeah.
would love to see him.
Also, drop some of your favorite moments for this week. What are you excited for? We want to see because we want to talk
Most
about it. We want to
definitely.
hear you.
Absolutely. We'll bring
Yeah,
it up next week, no question.
absolutely. We will be back next week, same time. Be there. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. Maybe hit that subscribe button. We'd love to
Come
hear your
on.
comments, as we just said. Yeah, we
Yep, we'll
appreciate
be
you
back
all.
next week unless the Jets win, apparently. So
Yeah, then I
good
won't
luck
be
to the
back, but one of
Patriots.
you will. So,
Yep. Enter the
all,
sweepstakes below. Thank you for watching and listening.
all right, y'all. We will see you next week.
Peace.